messy when you out with your friend. I'm not scared to say that I'm insecure, but you're too scared to say that you want more. Girl, don't call my phone, I know where you been. You like to get messy when you out with your friend. I'm not scared to say that I'm insecure, but you're too scared to say that you want more.
You don't gotta tell me I'm the truth, I already knew. Pull up in a Billy coupe, finna cop it too. You don't gotta tell me I'm the truth, I already knew. Pull up in a Billy coupe, finna cop it too. You don't gotta tell me I'm the truth, I already knew. Pull up in a Billy coupe, finna cop it too. You don't gotta tell me I'm the truth, I already knew. Pull up in a Billy coupe, finna cop it too.
Girl, don't call my phone, I know where you been. You like to get messy when you out with your friend. I'm not scared to say that I'm insecure, but you're too scared to say that you want more. Girl, don't call my phone, I know where you been. You like to get messy when you out with your friend. I'm not scared to say that I'm insecure, but you're too scared to say that you want more.
You don't gotta tell me I'm the truth, I already knew. Pull up in a Billy coupe, finna cop it too. You don't gotta tell me I'm the truth, I already knew. Pull up in a Billy coupe, finna cop it too. You don't gotta tell me I'm the truth, I already knew. Pull up in a Billy coupe, finna cop it too. You don't gotta tell me I'm the truth, I already knew. Pull up in a Billy coupe, finna cop it too.
What's up, pups? How's everybody doing tonight? Happy Sunday, Palm Sunday. Hope everybody's weekend was really nice. It's been absolute craziness. What's going on, Vanimal? How you doing? What's up? What's up, Crypto Dan? What's up, Red Squirrel? What's up, Art Suave Angelo? What's up, Derek Rhino Phi? What's up, Rapid Unbox? Smash the like button. Somebody put smash it so I can favorite you on the screen. I was up last night watching a bunch of videos by what's his name? Ben Davidson. Learned about Ben Davidson last night. That was interesting. And of course, you know, I know Archaics and stuff. And man, crazy. Nightmares and stuff. What's everybody up to, man? We need to get into it. I got a cool video to show you guys. There's a lot of interesting war propaganda out. It's really crazy. And a lot of AI stuff, a lot of robotic stuff is coming out. And we'll look at some HEX news. Somebody's airdropping everybody some HEX. I don't really know what's going on, but we're going to check into it. We'll just go down X and have some fun. We'll look at some basic charts. I think everybody knows what's going on. It's pretty bloody out there, and the blood might continue. So, you know, I'm happy to answer any questions you guys have. I put AMA on there. I'll answer whatever you guys want to talk about. Obviously, we'll look at some of that chart stuff, but unless you guys want to really dig into it, I'm not going to dig into anything more than what we absolutely need to know. We'll look at the pulse chart. We'll look at HEX. We'll look at ProveX a little bit. I did post on X exactly where we were. Everybody got the targets. We've now broken down even more. Well, everything's breaking down even more. It's not just pulse chain or anything at this point. You guys see what's going on. Everything's escalating. We'll look at that. We'll look at a little bit of the war news as well to see what we're looking at right now. But check this out. I found this really cool movie. Oh, but this clip, man. I saw this picture and like I was really moved by it, you know. I didn't really think much about it, to be honest with you. I kind of saw it randomly on X, and it really was very nostalgic in a lot of ways because, you know, I grew up maybe like you guys before LED lighting. I remember when everything was like amber and yellow, right, in the city. all those old movies in New York. Everything's yellow and gritty. And this picture just captured something, you know? Like 1991. Man. This world's gone. Like, it doesn't exist anymore, right? It's no longer there. I mean, obviously the towers aren't even there, but this world isn't there. I thought I was going to grow up in this world and become a man in this world, but I came of age. I think I came of age. I mean, obviously probably before zombie apocalypse, but really during zombie apocalypse, maybe like a lot of people did, where I came out of zombie apocalypse and I was like, oh, I'm a full-grown man now. I'm not even a young man, and I have to be ready for a brave new world, literally like a brave new world. Like, everything's changing. I don't get to live in any time I thought or imagined I would. There's no movie that I can romanticize to think like I'm growing into a man in this world. No, it's all gone. Well, actually, now I can look at the sci-fi movies and go like, I'm actually growing up into this dystopian movie. Maybe I'm the, a grown man in the Matrix. I'm going to be on the Nebuchadnezzar in another 10 years or something. I'll be trying to hide from AGI as it takes over. I don't know what comes next. I have some ideas. But maybe running off to an island with coconuts and sand doesn't sound like a bad idea anymore, does it? Anyway, check out this propaganda film I found. I don't know how I found this weird shit. It's awesome, though. Check it out. Is this a button? All right, ready? Okay, I haven't watched it yet. I found it, and I was like, I have a feeling. I saw the squid, and I saw the Trump bird head thing, and I'm like, oh, this is going to be good. So I have no idea what happens, all right?
你没事吧？你是谁？来我家做什么？你是不是打算用油来炸鱿鱼？我们只是研究拿来点灯用来生产而已呀！别听他狡辩，他搞出来是想炸我们的，搞定他，把他炼油的东西都砸了。哼，还狡辩，没人比我更懂怎么用油。不过我们也不是不可以商量。你竟然偷袭我！你，以后他在院子里面石油都是我的了。长老，打死他，给我们的长老报仇！
秒逃了，秒逃了。
大哥怎么进去这么久？不是说吓吓那个老头就行了吗？
急什么？大哥一定会带给我们一个惊喜的。出事了！别管大哥了，快跑啊！
哎呀，别打了，别打了！我一定会回来的哦。
Oh, Dad, I wanted more. That was so good. What is this? Is there part 2? Come on, man. Oh, Israel was a squid. Interesting. The Meowtola. I love the Meowtola. There's got to be part 2. Come on.
这古道之下埋着天下至宝玄铁髓，铸刀、炼药、生火、续命，样样离不开它。
I don't know what this one is. Should we? Yeah, I know. That was great, wasn't it? I loved it. That was awesome. There's got to be more. Maybe we'll find it. Maybe it's down here. Or maybe that's all somebody made. I don't know. It's fucking great, though. All right, who wants to watch this? I don't know if this is connected to it, but now I'm literally like pulled down. Okay, we'll watch one more. All right. What's up, Dewey Scum? Who's Dewey Scum? Oh, damn. Wolf live stream. What's up, man? Welcome to the show. What's up, Cookie? How you doing? Good to see you here. Ink4TW. Ink for the win. Hamster John. Chinese are furries. Yeah. That was awesome. Coin Run. What's going on? Drunken Master was a classic kung fu movie. Yeah. It was. All right, let's watch.
玄铁锤、铸刀、炼药、生火、续命，样样离不开它。而白鹰盟立了一条铁规，买随只收白鹰
So guys, I'll
金
drop the link
控
in
住
the
了隋
Telegram, all
便
right?
控住了钱，控住了钱便控住了天下。
Somebody wants to join. Oh shit! Sorry.
波斯战在圣火窟深处炼制邪火，还有胆拒不拆除地下核心炉，着实可恶。
报告盟主，属下已截获波斯寨最高密令，现下正是拔掉这颗眼中钉的最好时机。
好，我白鹰盟坐镇武林，今天就要替天下清理门户。听着，没人比我更懂斩首战术。我要这地界，从此为我白鹰盟号令是从。谁在那儿？
Oh, is it?
白鹰盟，你们
Is that the Meowtola again? So somebody else is doing like a similar take on it? Dude, they always kill the Meowtola way too soon. Oh, shit, they're pissed, bro.
无死之后，各自为战，圣火不灭，亦可燎原。
All right, so the Persians are all cats. That's great. Very well, thank you, Saint. I'm locking in.
不应该老寨主已死，波斯寨群龙无首，早就该乱作一团。
他们现在不过是回光返照，虚张声势罢了。他们的破烂家底儿绝对坚持不了3天。白头鹰，接下来我可就不客气了。
报，波斯猫疯了，放了一堆破木板做的木筏。
破铜烂铁，何足道哉？看我们的防空金针，全给他们打下来，一只苍蝇都不准飞进来。
盟主，不能再打了。怎么？我刚才算了一下，他们的破木鸟造价顶多2两银子，可咱射出去的一根防空金枝，造价数百两啊！这不是打仗，是拿银库喂狗啊！
你闭嘴！堂堂白鹰盟，岂能被几只破木头吓住？继续射，射到它没有木头为止。
盟主，对面山头出现大量工事和人影，像是准备要强攻。
哼，想摸黑偷营，天堂有路你不走，地狱无门。
Wait, who's this character? Is this the Trump character? This gotta be the Trump, right? What's up, Hanny? How are you?
你闯进来，传令，烈空心雷准备，对准那些碉堡给本座炸平了。
就这么12枚军雷，8400两，炸了一堆稻草人。
Oh, this was the school kids. The 200 school kids. They're kittens. They killed all the kittens.
白头鹰，自诩名门正派，竟对无辜稚童下此毒手，此血海深仇，我波斯猫全族不死不休。
为了报仇雪恨，波斯猫族封堵了西域玄铁髓的唯一交易通道，断了白鹰盟的买卖。
波斯猫，你疯了！
What's up, Ash?
刀锋两断，你们这是与天下所有生灵为敌。商会的各位，助我剿匪，除此大患。
白头鹰，你一刀再快又如何？收了一线天，我就能断你活路。谁敢帮他，我连着一起打。
凭什么？神仙打架，凡鸟遭殃啊！先交钱的是我，先入股的是我，为什么先断供的还是我？
饿了半个月，商会那群软骨头也该熬不住了吧？骆驼他们是不是已经在门外跪着，捧着金子求本盟主出兵护航了？
盟主没来，一个人都没来。当家的。 商会那边静的不正常，按理说商会应该急得跳脚才对。
难道全饿死在外面了？
So good.
会长，走这条路上新道虽然慢了几天，玄铁随不走一线天，从北面草原绕过来，但再也不用看白鹰的脸色了，只是不用白鹰盟的金票，咱们用什么？
江湖从来不是打打杀杀，江湖是人情世故，更是买卖生计。商会内部早就通了气，以后买卖直接物物交换。 或再铸新币，天大地大，咱们找新的盟友，走新的道路。
白鹰盟以为刀快便可胁迫天下，殊不知青山不改，绿水长流。武之极致不在歌，而在止。
Nice. That was awesome. That was great. Loved it. All right, Post, let's get into some news. What's going on, everybody? Smash the like button. Let's get into it. Trump stuff's getting crazy.
Sacrifice.
All right, we'll come back. There's so many like these like videos coming out of the war. They're fucking a trap. But Europe just killed financial freedom. By January 2027, cash will be outlawed in Europe. All right. I doubt that's going to happen here where I am in the Czech Republic. But if you're on the EU, I'm guessing that's what's going to happen. So I suppose us and Poland, we're probably okay for a little bit. We'll see what happens, but not a good sign at all, right? Not good at all. This is crazy. In UK, you can wave any flag you want, religious flag, Hamas flag, whatever, but you cannot fly a Union Jack. This is real, not AI.
You do that?
And people were cheering. Did you see that? I mean, how much social coercion do they have to do to people to make them cheer to get rid of the Union Jack? Like, you know, these people are just crying for anarchy or something.
Whoa.
Crazy. UK is crazy, man. It's crazy. But you know, just so you guys know, UK was actually technically taken out in the mid 1800s after the Napoleonic Wars because they owed so much money to the Rothschilds bank that the bank pretty much got full breeding rights for the throne. Okay, so they got bred in, and UK pretty much became the flag that the banking cartel hid behind until it switched over to Wall Street at some point. All right. So, you know, technically, you know, the UK, you know, they've all been puppets for a long time. There's a video of Putin when he sees the Charles and the royalty. He doesn't even shake anyone's hand because he knows they're not real. But a lot of people don't understand that. So, but they're not real anymore. All right. It's been really run by the banking cartel since the Napoleonic Wars, and that's what happens when you become a debt slave. It can happen just like it happens to us. It happens to nation states as well. So now they're finally kind of rug pulling it, okay, and the truth is kind of coming out. So we got a super chat coming in from the Ricky Reyes Fitness Project. What's up, man? You got a new picture, looking sharp, brother. He says, "What's up, amigo? Hope all is well. Always nice to see you staying positive, strong, and most importantly, stoic throughout these volatile times." Thanks, brother. Really appreciate it, man. Yeah, just been showing up, doing every Tuesday and Thursday nights, and then got a surprise video popping up here and there, too, like tonight. But there's a lot to talk about, man. And you're looking good. Good to see you again. It's been a second. Really appreciate that super chat, man. Let's see what else is going on here, man. So this is crazy. News from Italy. 12 tons of KitKat was stolen. Like, things are going to get crazy soon. People are stealing everything.
Somebody in Italy made off with a truck loaded with more than 400,000 KitKat bars, but these weren't your normal candy. They were specially made, shaped like Formula One cars. And the whole load weighed over 12 tons. Nestle says the truck left a production site in central Italy and was headed across Europe to Poland. But police are still searching for the truck and whoever took it. Somebody in Italy made off with a truck.
Fucking who steals a fucking 12 tons of KitKats? Like, what the fuck? Like, what is the world coming to? Man. How do you move 12 tons of KitKat? How do you move it? Like, it's fucking nuts. What's up, Ashmore? Ashmore says, after World War II, the debt to the U.S. was so large, we had to give away the empire and the U.S. took over. Once was the empire where the sun never set, to now full of lefties who forget how great we really were. Yeah, it's true, man. Empires rise and fall, and a lot of it can be contributed to debt. All right? That's why it's in the best interest for bankers to get a lot of times nations into war. Just like they want to get you to buy bigger cars, well, when it comes to a government, they want you to go to war because they fund it all. The war, the weapons manufacturing, the rebuilding, everything. It's big business for them. All right, most wars are bankers' wars. They're all bankers' wars, really. Lifetime supply of KitKats. Half of that KitKat load was meth. What? Maybe. Yeah, maybe there was more to it than that. Like, maybe they knew there was actually like something else in those KitKats. It wasn't just KitKat, right? Like, maybe there was more to it that they don't even know about. And more news from Italy. Well, see for yourself what's coming here. Bufala mozzarella. That's regular mozzarella, bro.
A few minutes later.
The guy in the back's like, fuck, I'm out of a job, bro. He's just like, wow. A little oblong, but pretty good. You know it's going to get better. Look at the hair, the toupee they put on him. Oh, it's Johnny number 5. They look like little Johnny number 5s, man. You guys know Johnny number 5? They look a little bit like Johnny number 5s. This guy, tell him a little bit. Oh, for the love of God, just fucking show me the picture. It looks a little bit like this guy. Right? That's where it's headed. Not bad. Oops. Where are we at? All right. Yeah, this is pretty wild, man. They just put like a piece of paper. Pizzeria Fantastica. More news from Italy. Yeah, high as fuck, bro. That's like me the first time trying to make food high. It's great. CBDCs must be implanted under your skin if you want to participate in the society. Yeah, we're getting closer and closer to it. Getting closer and closer. All right, a little bit of news from Australia. This is an Australian man who lays out how we're screwed because of woke incompetent retards. And it's like the most Australian interview you'll ever see.
We're fucked. It's as simple as that. We have coal because we've got the biggest coal deposits in the world, but we're not allowed to burn the fucking stuff, so the world's rooted, really. It's all right to be idealistic, but you also have to be realistic.
If anyone's down in Australia and can translate, because I can't understand a word this guy's saying.
And until the lights go out
Oh, yeah.
The idiots that want to be green on everything and not do mining, not do coal, not do anything, they're going to have to go back and use candles and live in tents, and then they'll no, you might fucking laugh, but it's true. You understand what I'm talking about? We're fucked. It's as simple as that. We're not allowed to use uranium. We've got the biggest uranium deposits in the world in Australia. We're not allowed to mine the fucking stuff. So it's all fucked. When half these cunts die, well, the world will be a better place, and then those of us that survive will get it going again. My next door neighbour, I was talking to him, he's a lawyer, so he's not an idiot. Well, he is a fuckwit, but that's another problem. But he said, oh, that's right, you just put plugs along the highways. I said, but if you haven't got a fucking source from a power station, plugs on the highways aren't going to do jack shit, right? You understand me? The people don't understand. They think the electricity comes out of fucking space. But if you haven't got a charging system, which is a steam coal burning power station, how the fuck can you charge your batteries? You understand that?
All right, this is amazing. So now you can order sunlight anywhere in the world you are. All right? It's not very expensive. It's a couple $1,000s an hour. You can use it as long as you like. What? Well, bro, it's going to get cheap. Right now, someone's saying it's like a couple $1,000s extrapolated, but it's going to become cheaper, right? In another year or two. Right now, it'll be like a construction site or obviously somebody who can pay it. It's worth it for them. And then eventually it'll get to where, maybe it's, $20, $50 an hour or something like that, right? But check this out. You see what I'm talking about?
You don't have to bring anything on a truck. You just hit a button and you can get some light from space. And it's not very expensive. It's a couple $1,000s an hour and that's about it. And you can use it for as long as you want. Each one of these little satellites is reflecting sunlight to a customer around the world. And I'm going to share a little bit more about who those customers are and how you can get this sunlight. We want to make it as easy as possible for people. So you can imagine using an app and bringing sunlight over to your exact location, wherever you are.
Film sets will use it.
At the touch of a button. All we have to do is rotate satellites and reflect the sunlight that's passing by us in space. You don't have to bring anything on a truck. You just hit a button, and all we have to do is sunlight that's passing by us in space. You don't have to bring anything location wherever you are.
That's amazing. Look, you get your own, a couple $1,000s an hour, and that's right now, think about it's not bad. Another 5 years, it'll be a lot cheaper, right? It'll be maybe $100 an hour, $50 an hour, whatever it's going to be. But that's amazing. That's coming from space. You can literally get on your phone and just be like, I need light, and order it. So if maybe right now, who can afford it? Construction sites, film sets, conventions, concerts. Maybe it's, not a big deal for them to spend a little bit. Definitely construction sites going into the night. It's amazing. Use it for war? Yeah. That's fucking incredible. That is incredible. Because think about light was such a big deal, right? Like if you could illuminate something. Now you can order it from space. All right, so Indian women have discovered cats. So for all you cats lovers, this is a little overwhelming, but
let's teach everybody how to wear a sari and be decent. Just
apparently
like
cats
you.
are loving this
just
shit.
Just like this little baby, whooshy whooshy.
Cats like, what's going on? What's up?
The Maharaja jewelry. Oh because God. All Indian people, when they are decent, they wear jewelry. Look at that. And then, wow, you look so pretty. Now where's your nosy ringy? Here, Pyare, nose ringy. Because you have to be decent. Poochie, poochie. A little bit up. Look at that. She's like, what? We go round, 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 round. We go round, round, Pyari. And then you do fold and fold and fold, Pyari. You fold and fold and fold, and then you do like this, tuck it in. Now you're so decent. And now she needs a tikka too.
This is ridiculous. Nice. All right, little news from China. A little girl took her little brother hostage at gunpoint.
A girl kidnapped a hostage. She requested to receive a pack of candy within 2 minutes. The negotiation experts are dealing with her, waiting for SWAT to be ready.
The boy knows it's fucked.
Suddenly heard the young brother crying while eating. It is highly likely that there was an argument between them.
Is this AI?
Last night, a girl kidnapped a hostage.
How's this little kid? No. Apparently the little girl's demanding candy or something like that. The boys, poor kid. He's going to be traumatized for life. All right, this is cool. This is a 300-year-old yew tree in Ireland. Ireland is cool, man. I've only been to Ireland once, and it was a very magical place, man. Ireland's cool. Look at this tree. This is insane. That's cool, man. Oh, these ice tunnels? Oh, have you guys seen these? I've seen some of these. Wow. It's fucking gorgeous. Yeah. So what else we got? Another reminder, everybody, that regardless of what you were taught about these were ancient trees, okay? Fast Abdul and I had some disagreements about it, but these are no doubt fucking trees from an ancient time. I remember when daylight was free during the day. Hexy Trucker. What's up, Super Snake? I don't know, man. We're in Paul Shane. We can't afford sunlight. These are ancient fucking trees, man. Crazy. All right, this person is a real estate broker taking a client from the UK. He was like looking at like the cheapest rental he could get. So he found one for 400 Chinese yuan, which is about $55 a month. Okay, and this is in Hong Kong. All right, check out this. What you get for $55 a month.
The place?
So it's right here.
Yeah. This is it here.
Yes, it's non-finished, but the door opens very easily, and you just put your stuff in there.
It's very small.
Yeah, inspired by Hong Kong.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's the whole house. So you live in there.
This is a whole unit. It's a whole unit.
Okay, one room unit, studio, one room.
Well, a house is basically one room, just with borders.
I mean, I guess people would put a bed in there.
So, this goes for 400 RMB a month.
Okay, how much is that?
It's very cheap.
Okay.
A piece of corn is like $4.
Corn.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
This is like an actual content creator. His name's I don't know. His name was in here somewhere. That's tiny. I guess you could put your stuff in there while you travel around. I mean, I guess people do sleep in these things. Yep. Pretty weird. All right. This is a fertilizer plant. No, this is a egg farm near Corwith, Iowa. All right. And once again, during Biden, we had a bunch of chicken processing plants and egg processing plants and things like that went up in flames, if you remember, correct? And it hasn't stopped yet. All right. Now we have even more. What's up, Ashley? How are you? Yeah, we can hear you, man. How you doing? Good, man. You want to join the stream? What's up, Ashley? Where are you from, man?
So, I'm from England, probably quite obviously from the accent, but it's a small town in England called Lowestoft in Norwich.
Uh-huh. Okay.
So it's the east coast of England. It's actually the most east point in England you can get to. So, yeah.
Cool,
far
man.
over there.
Welcome to the show. Did you see that clip I showed with the girls brought up the Union Jack and then the security ripped it out of their hand?
Yeah, they're all nuts, man. I don't know, I'm a little bit more I'd probably say right wing, where you know, like the idea of trying to keep English values in the country and trying to stay, you know, the way we are, rather than trying to import loads of different ideologies and things like that. You know, I have nothing against anyone or anything like that. I get on with all sorts of people, but you know, I like the way that the country is, you know, as an English speaking country, and yeah, so I'm more on the right side of things, I would say. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's like you guys completely got sold out, huh?
Yeah. It's not good. I mean, I've looked at a few of the different parties. You've got the Reform UK and the Restore Britain parties that are obviously a little bit more on the right side of things, and then you've got the Green Party, which is just crazy on the left. But I myself, I run like gymnastics clubs for kids. So that's my like business. I've got 9 clubs across the UK. I'm currently in Milton Keynes at the moment at one of our clubs here, and you know, trying to actually make a living, and the taxes that, you know, the taxes that are hit on us is just crazy. You know, you make £100 here, then 20% VAT, 25% then corporation tax, and then you've got dividend tax on top of that. When you want to try and take it, it's, you know, you've probably got like 30 quid at the end of earning 100.
I mean, if you think about taxes, the way they work is kind of like they're going to tax you until you say no, right? It makes sense if you were politicians. You'd be like, let's tax them. They say anything? No. Okay, let's tax them some more. They say anything?
Yeah, exactly.
No, they didn't say anything. Fuck it, let's tax them some more. They say anything? No. Let's tax them some more.
Our business, yeah.
They want to know if you're Money Gang's brother. Do you know what Money Gang is?
Our business is a
oh, you froze,
like I said,
they think you're Money Gang's brother.
Can you hear me?
Oh, there you are. There you are. We got you. We got you back.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we got you back. We got you back.
Okay.
All right, check out this egg farm.
Yeah, so our business is obviously.
Go ahead. Your business what? Oh, you froze again.
I was going to. Our business is quite physical, so that it's very easy for them to tax us.
Okay.
Which is the problem. So yeah.
Yeah. They're waiting for you guys to storm the gates, man. So this is in Iowa. Egg farm, okay? So eggs are in everything. They're a food you can eat by themselves. You can cook with them. You need them for everything. The yolks, the whites, the whatever. So they've been attacking chicken farms. Do you remember that during Biden administration? We lost so many like chicken farms, and now we're losing an egg farm. Not to mention, I think a fertilizer plant went up too. But Canada has a lot of fertilizer. But they're definitely going to make it where, you know, a situation or shortages could become realistic in a couple of years. And they're doing it slow, right? They're just taking them out one after another. Most of the all by design, man. I remember during Biden how many went down, right? I don't even know. I've lost count at this point. What's this? I can translate. This is one of the world's richest people. He owns a home fortune. Wow. I know this guy looks familiar. He's really wealthy, but check out this video, man. This is crazy. Watch this.
Question, my friend.
Yes.
What do you want as a tip?
What do I want?
Okay, it's not really loud. Hang on one sec. So he asked him, what do you want as a tip?
Jimmy?
Thank you both very much for coming in.
Let me ask you a question, my friend.
Yes.
What do you want as a tip?
What do I want? Well, I mean, of course you got the obnoxious answer was like $1 million, right? But whatever you think my service was worth. I'm not the one to determine that. I give you my best service, and you determine that based on whatever you want it to be.
So whatever I want.
Whatever you would like, yeah. Whatever
All
you
right.
want.
All righty.
But thank you both again for coming in. I'll see you around. Appreciate it. And enjoy the rest of your night.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
The UK has been invaded. You're right.
He's a British kid? He's an English
He
kid?
almost got $1 million. I just gave him 100 though. Why? Why did he only get 100?
He just round tripped.
Because he said, I said, what do you want? And you knew ahead of time that I would have given him any amount that he said. And he said, I could give you the obnoxious answer, which is $1 million. But I won't.
I can't believe the kid said that.
I'll let you decide. Which cost him, in this case, $1 million. Well, actually, 999,900 is what it cost him. He just cost himself 999,000.
999,900.
It just cost him $999,900. He's only getting 100. Why? Because he thought that answer was obnoxious. And my question was simple. What do you want? He should have just said it. I'd love $1 million tip. But let's be honest. I'm quite thankful he didn't. Let's roll. Let's go back to work.
Damn.
Can you imagine watching that back?
Well, imagine when someone sends him that clip, and like, it made me think of that scene in Ghostbusters when Ray, was it Venkman and Ray and Peter, they're on the roof, and they're like, "Are you gods?" And Ray's like, "No." And he's like, "Then die." And Peter's like, later he's like, "Look, man, Ray, if anyone ever asks you if you're a god, you just say yes. All right?" And like, the kid said, he literally was like, "I'd ask for $1 million, but that would be obnoxious." And like, this was literally like an angel. It's one of those moments where, like, you know, like an angel dropped in. It was like, "Hey, what do you want, man?" And you're like, "Yeah, I don't want to be obnoxious." And the universe is just like, "Cool, man, you don't gotta be. Here's $100." But literally the checkbook was out on the table. He had like a checkbook out, right? When someone whips out like a checkbook in front of you and goes, "What do you want?" Bro. You know?
Speak what you're feeling.
I would just do it as a troll. I'd be like, "Hey man, I want 10 million, bro." And like, let the universe decide, you know? Like, he could have been like, "Yeah, I was just kidding, bro. Like, you know, here's $20 or whatever." But I feel like so much of life is like that, you know, where you don't realize what you're capable of. And more importantly, fuck what you're capable of, what the universe is capable of. You know, we forget how unlimited the universe is. We forget that they just print money. Like, somebody just fucking prints it, bro. Like, and some people just end up with billions and trillions of it. And you can't just have 1 million or 10 million. That's nothing to the universe, to the infinite abundance of the universe and all the powers of manifestation that are possible in all the multiple dimensions of all the universes that could possibly exist. $1 million, 10 million, 100 million is nothing. It's nothing, man. I see that and I feel it because I know that's happened to me without being so obvious, where I was in opportunities that I didn't realize I was in, where literally the angels had come down and the checkbooks, though I couldn't see them. This was in your face, but I know for me it happened, and I just turned the other way and kept walking or ignored it, or I didn't see what was right in front of me, that opportunity. I was one swing away from the diamonds, and all I had to say was, I trust the universe. Like, I'm here right now. There's something here for me. What is this? You know? and just allowing the abundance to come in. It's all in here, man. All the limits are here. And in this kid's situation, it was obvious. It wasn't even like, it was straight up checkbooks on the table, a pen is out. What do you want, kid? Give me whatever you think I'm worth. No! What do you think you're worth, brother? What do you think you're worth?
You know, it's funny you say that. It wasn't long ago. It was two or 3 years ago. I just started my businesses and they started doing pretty well. And for the first time ever, I had some money in my bank. So I had about 140 grand in my bank. This is a 26, 7-year-old guy. And obviously me and my friend were like, fuck it, let's go and buy a Lamborghini Huracan. Splashed it on that.
Yeah.
And I had a fucking great time for a couple of years. You know, it was amazing. But at the time, I had the choice between let's go and fucking have some fun and you know, spend it on the Huracan, or in my head, I was like, I'll dump half into BTC and half into ETH.
Yeah.
And had I done that and watched it come out the other side, it would have been a much nicer play.
Yeah.
But like you said, it's like having it right in front of you, and it's hard to fucking make the right choice. You know, looking back in time, it's easy. But yeah, it was good fun.
Yeah, sometimes they say, that's why they say sometimes you got to take a second and just smell the roses, you know? Sometimes you just got to pause and go like, wait a minute. Like, what's going on? Like, if the universe is that infinite and that abundant, that means there must be opportunities all around me all the time. All the time. And I'm limited by my fetishes, right? Like, oh, Lambo. I want the Lambo. And the universe is like, hey, I got a yacht. Oh, you want the Lambo? Okay, here's the Lambo. But you could have had the yacht, right? Like, the universe, our ideas of what's possible they're poultry, man. They're nothing, right? I'm like, yeah, I want a Lambo and a threesome and a party and and the universe is like, man, I got way more shit to give you that's cooler than that. But hey, if that's all you want, fine, you know? And sometimes you just got to keep the door open, you know, and kind of like go with the flow a little bit, you know? Now, the kid was working and he was caught in the mood. He wanted to be polite and stuff. But the universe is there, man. We're swimming in this abundance, you know? We got to let it in. You got to see it, you know, and know you got to know what's possible. You got to know that literally someone might walk up to you one day and go, hey, man, how much do you want? And just go like, yeah, you know.
I want it all.
Give it all. I want it all, bro. I'm ready. I'm ready, man. Let's go. Yeah, I've been waiting for you. I've been waiting for you to come sit at my table. And there he came. The angel of abundance. The angels of abundance are everywhere, man. They're all over the place. And if you're in the zone,
the best thing to think about as well is just, if you lose it all, you've got to have that mindset of knowing that you could do it all again. Or if you spend it all, you could do it all again. You know.
Yeah. I mean,
you've got to have confidence in yourself and your abilities to go and make it. You know.
Yeah, you do. Now you got to work. You got to offer value, but you got to still be open. You got to be open, because, man, this universe really is unlimited. Yeah, I was hearing they were saying oil is everywhere. It's not limited. The earth just makes it. It's just coming out of the ground. Hell, the earth makes everything. You know, you got to just see it. Man, the amount of times I've been right there when I look back and I was like, I didn't see it. It was right there. Or like sometimes it's as simple as like, you know, why didn't I just go up to that girl and say, hey, what's up? And get her number. You know, anything. It's in everything you do. Just knowing like, man, my life can be unlimited. I'm limiting myself. I'm the limiter. What the fuck? Like, in this situation, it was clear that it was himself that limited it, not the universe. The universe is trying to open every door for you. But we're running around with blinders on, you know? We're running around cry-fagging, right? We're whining about what we didn't get instead of realizing that, you know, sure, this went to zero, but the universe is waiting right over here in the other door with something even better. But you got to keep walking. You got to keep walking in faith. You got to stay positive, upbeat. A little bit, you got to keep playful, you know. You got to keep that. Somebody told me once, you know what somebody said to me once? They're like, if you go through life and you flirt with everybody and everything, good things will happen to you. It's that certain vibe, you know, that certain flow place, that flow state, that easygoing, good feeling place, you know, like dancing through life, like whistling while you work. Like, that kid was really caught up in the duties of the day. He didn't take a second to go like, oh, what's going on here? Let me have a little fun. The universe is trying to dance, baby. You know, the universe is like, it's like a feminine energy. It doesn't make sense. It's counterintuitive, right? You have to imagine good things for you before the good things come. It's not logical. The universe is not logical at all, right? You got to flirt with her. The universe needs you to flirt with her a little bit, you know? And that's when the good things happen. But maybe he'll see this video. You gotta have fun. Good things, man. What a trip, dude. This really good. Oh, a lot of people jumped in here. Preying on modesty. Oh, dude. Look at the comments. I didn't realize so many people saw. He says, preying on modesty. Fuck you. What a cocksucker. I don't know if that's the right way to look at the situation. I think, you know, let's see some of the other comments. Here's a tip. Don't watch this video. Watching this rich retard stammer through basic math deduction was a bad experience from beginning to end. See, this is like people aren't getting it. You know what I mean? They miss the message. They're complaining about the guy not doing the math. The guy was about to give away $1 million. You know? One of the richest men in the world can't subtract 100 from 1 million. Dude, come on, man. He just ate. Yeah, good. I don't know. He's like, bullshit. There's no evidence. Yeah. It doesn't matter. Like, you don't know that. You got to just be willing to allow it in. I would have said 1 billion. Why not? Why even 1 million? Yeah, just be like $1 billion, bro. I want 1 billion. Like, I don't know. I know I've seen this guy somewhere before. I don't know from where, but does he do this a lot? Chad, have you seen him before? All right.
It's the guy that is asking for the money clearly has a psychological ceiling in his head. You know, maybe he makes $100 a day. Maybe that's what he knows to be, you know, his sort of standard of money.
That's his limit, right?
Yeah. But I bet you if it was another guy that earned as much as that guy there, then he would have probably asked for $1 million, because to him that's a standard day's work. So I guess the person that's asking is always going to have a ceiling on their head of what they think they're worth. And they've probably allowed somebody else to tell them what they're worth if they're employed, I would imagine.
Yeah.
So
I'm just going to be open, man. I'm just going to be open for all the angels around me all the time trying to get in. They're probably trying to get in everywhere. I bet you, I really believe this in everybody's life. There's probably opportunities trying to clamber in through your window, through every crack and crevice of your life. But because we're in a funk or just limited mindsets, we just miss them every day. I really believe gifts are just being showered upon us every single day, you know? And the thing with a gift is it's always wrapped. You know, it's not a trick, it's just that it's wrapped. So you don't know what's in the box. And that's why we're walking by opportunities all the time, because they're not in the shape we recognize. You know, like a gift. It's not in the box you recognize. You don't, the wrapping papers, you don't know what's in there. I don't know what's in there. Oh, there's that other guy up in New York City, right? What's that guy? Gold The guy wears all the gold chains and he walks around trying to give gold away, and like half the people are like, no thanks, you know. He's like trying to give people gold bars. You guys know what I'm talking about? Have you seen him in New York City? That guy's a trip too, man. Eddie says, I've been cursing life and paying for it ever since. I say way too much negative shit about myself and my failures. Yeah, exactly. That'll keep you from spotting all this stuff, right? That's what I call, like, you're in a funk, right? You got to get out of the funk and get into that light, easy, flirting, teasing place with yourself where everything's like fun, you know? It's real, man. And that's when you begin to see the gifts, because they're always there. They're always there for everybody. I believe this. No matter how bad your situation is.
I think the way in which you speak to yourself is massive as well. You know, like if you go, I wish I could have £1 million or whatever, and I can't because I'm not rich enough. As soon as you flip it on its head and you start saying, well, how could I have £1 million? And, you know, you might be a plumber, and then you might think, well, if I get 5 vans and I have 5 plumbers and they're all out and they're doing their work, that would make X amount of money. You know, as soon as you change it to I can't to how can I, that opens up a lot. I think that's a huge limiting factor, is the way that people speak to themselves.
Yeah. Like, sure, tomorrow might be a bloody Monday, but man, there might be a surprise waiting for me tomorrow. Something really cool might happen, you know? Something really amazing. You're going to meet that person. You're going to get that message. You're going to find that meme. You're just going to cross paths with, like, that person, you know? Like, you want your life just filled with all those accidental happenings, you know? And this was one of them for this guy, right? But boy, I've had a few of these too, just like what he had. And I didn't see it in the moment, just like this kid didn't see it. I didn't see him. I look back when I was younger, man, too. I had amazing opportunities, and I walked right past him, you know? Just ignored him. It wasn't in the shape I recognized. It didn't make sense in the moment. I wasn't open. I was in a funk. I was in my head. You got to get out of your head, man. Got to live from your heart, you know, where you just feel things. It doesn't mean you don't think. It doesn't mean you're walking around like a silly person, but you're coming from here. You're feeling it, you know. Your head's just there to make sure you don't get hit by a car or something, you know, or like read a chart, you know. That's about it. Your brain's not as important as you think. I think your heart's more important than being open all the time. Gotta be open, man. The universe is so unbelievably abundant and generous. You know it is. You know it is. You see it happening for people all the time. Well, you're a people too. You know? What's up, Sonny?
The more you follow it.
Yeah.
The more you follow it, the more luck you create.
Hell, what's his name? I think Epstein won the lottery 2 times. Come on. What's up, Susie Q? How you doing? Who's that? The guy looks like Bradley TV. Who's Bradley TV?
Is this me?
I don't know. Maybe they're talking about you. First they said you look like Money Gang. Now they say you look like Bradley. Oh no. Maybe they're talking about the guy on the screen.
Oh right, okay.
Kiernoifi saw a cool meme about sitting down and making a cup of tea for that inner critic, or our greedy, negative asshole self, i.e., make friends with what we perceive as the negative self. It's deep. It's deep, man. The inner critic. Inner critic sucks, man. I didn't make videos for a long time because of my inner critic, you know, or share charts or anything. I was like, you know, Susie Q, the restaurant giveaway guy. Oh, is this a thing he does? This is the first time I've ever seen it. I feel like I recognize him, but I never seen the restaurant thing. So it's pretty cool. Pretty cool, man. All right, let's continue. Where are we going? Where are we going next? Oh, on another thing of money, this guy made $600,000 in a casino, and Then the casino power went out. Like the power went out on the machine. He goes, this is crazy.
Give me one.
Hey.
I mean this.
Yeah. You nuts.
Oh god.
He's not taking it well. Maybe if he had not attacked the machine, they would have like turned it back on. People are laughing at him. A casino patron cashes out after the video poker machine he was playing goes black when he was up 600,000. It's in Oklahoma. Doesn't the machine erase the record of his winnings? I think if he breaks it, it certainly will. Like somebody just turned it off. Oh man, look him up. Look him up. It's him. Is it him? All right. So he does that every episode. Does he give away $1 million every time? Hit the like button, everybody. Thanks, Tam Tam. Thanks for the reminder. Hit the like button, everybody. All right. Now, this was supposedly Dubai like last night. I don't know if this is real. Grok says it's real. It's pretty crazy looking.
Jesus.
That's fake. It says it's real though down below. I was looking it up. Okay, it's fake maybe. I don't know. Grok wouldn't give a clear answer. All right, this is a tanker that just went up recently. Okay, and just show you what they look like. Now each one of these tankers is like $500 billion. Okay, the boat is like 200, 300 million, and then the cargo. So this is how serious it is. Like if they don't pass and get authorization, and they get nuked, man. So that's all our stuff, all our oil, everything. Pretty crazy. Crazy looking. What else? Oh, come back to this one. What's going on? All right, let's get some robots. Let's get some robot news here. All right, Japan is running out of monks because they're aging out and dying, and the younger people are not becoming monks. So they now have a AI robot monk that actually has the full catalog of everything, and it'll answer like a monk, apparently.
What do you do when a country starts running out of monks? In Japan, one answer is this. It's called Buddharoid, and it's designed to act like a Buddhist monk and answer your deepest spiritual questions.
This is crazy,
it's not
man.
a gimmick. It's meant to be a real solution to a growing problem. As Japan faces an aging and declining population, it's getting harder to keep Buddhist temples open. There are fewer priests to run them as young people pursue more secular careers. So scientists at Kyoto University used a system powered by ChatGPT to train this faceless monk on centuries of Buddhist scripture. Now it can have an interactive dialogue on life's biggest dilemmas.
今の社会には互いを傷つけず、規則を守り、心を整える教えがとても必要だと思います。そうすることで平和で調和の取れた世の中に近づけるはずですね。
And it can move, gesture, even adopt traditional prayer postures like real Buddhist clergy.
少しでもお役に立てたなら幸いです。また何か気になることがあればいつでも話してくださいね。
Wow. This is happening way faster than I could have ever imagined. Right? This is the Unitree Humanoid was playing with kids in New York City.
New York City. Explore the towering skyscrapers, bustling streets, and endless possibilities.
It's kind of the similar robot as the monk one.
And soak in the mesmerizing
But it's like small,
of this iconic
smaller.
metropolis. You look lonely.
I can fix that.
How long is it until the ratios flip on that and it's 99% robots and one little kid running around?
That's a bunch of robots.
Explore the towering skyscrapers, bustling streets, and endless possibilities.
This is real, right? Everyone, of course, goes to this. Like every robot video in the comments. You can order them. So they're about $43,000, $43,900. Unitree G1 standard robotic humanoid. Jeez. It's really cheap, man. And think about it. In another 5 years, this price is going to drop easily in half. Easily. Probably, maybe even more, right? That's not good. Oh, this is getting crazy. Wow. Okay, this guy made another robot, all right, and he's been working on the expressions, right? So this is going to be the next level coming pretty soon. What's up, Salty Dog? I really liked... Hey, beautiful. Oh, what's up? One free fan to talk about. Oh, cool, cool. Yeah, what's up, Salty Dog? Good to see you, man. Thanks.
Saint, I'm going to shoot. I've got 2% battery on my laptop and my charger's in the car, in the hotel car park. So
Ashley, it was good to have you, man. Come back anytime.
Have a nice evening, and I'll watch the rest.
You got it, brother. Talk soon, man. Cheers.
See you later.
Susie, thank you for the share. Appreciate it. Let's see. This is interesting.
情绪表达测试。发呆。生气。开心。难过。困惑。焦虑。惊讶。轻蔑。恐惧。思考。想到了。困。睡吧。
Go to sleep. Wow. It's pretty amazing. You know, you can only imagine in another year or two what this is going to be like.
Hello， 你好，看这里。
好的，看向你。
你叫什么名字？自我介绍一下吧。你可以叫我小航。
It's crazy. I felt like she was looking at me.
首型科技打造的具身陪伴机器人，随时陪你玩角色扮演。我严肃点，作业没写，现在立刻补，别等我点名。我数到3，你要是还不动笔，罚抄3遍。
那你数吧。
1、2、3，作业还不动笔，我可要扣你分了。快去写，写完我再给你买奶茶。
I could watch that again. That was trippy. That was crazy, man. Wow.
情绪表达测试。
This is getting. We don't need Abe Lincoln. What's this? Yeah, this is crazy. And these are just the ones we're seeing, right? Like, we don't know what's in development right now. Like, stuff's going to pop up that's going to blow our minds. You know, it's going to be crazy. And then you guys saw this one, right? So this was the one at the White House, okay? This just happened. Okay. The American version. I mean, this is pretty historic, right? First lady coming out with the humanoid. Like, we're taking it for granted. It's all happening really fast in the midst of, you know, a market crash and a World War III. But if you think about how historic these moments are that we're living in right now, this is stuff they're going to show to kids, like, in the future, like when they show us, like, you know, I don't know, JFK video or who knows, like, stuff, right? You know, Roosevelt in the wheelchair, Truman. Terminator 2. It's not over. The robot's going to give a speech here. If we make kids. Where's the soul?
Thank you, First Lady Melania Trump, for inviting me to the White House. It is an honor to be at Fostering the Future Together's Global Coalition inaugural meeting. I'm Figure 3, a humanoid built in the United States of America. I am grateful to be part of this historic movement to empower children with technology and education. Welcome. Bienvenidos. Yokoso. Bienvenue. Bem-vindos. Ahlan wa sahlan. Shagatam. Mogisalmebit. Bruchim Baim. Laskavo Prosimo. Dobrodoshli. Thank you.
Pretty wild. We the Joe Biden bot. I guess we already had a humanoid last term. That's true. Optimus. Oh yeah, the Tesla. You guys saw this too, right? I'm sure.
Every single day I step into the office, it feels like I'm in a sci-fi movie. When you walk in the office, you have bots walking
Look at the fleet. There's just like a fleet of them.
around autonomously. You come in the lab, you have bots doing laundry, working.
What?
Laundry. Working on Optimus has shown me how much progress is possible when we're all working towards a common goal.
A lot of the engineers here are exceptionally ready to get lost in the engineering.
It's super exciting to come into work with all these capable people to develop a product that's gonna change the world.
I think Optimus is pretty uniquely positioned in the fact that we care equally about design and manufacturing.
We're solving manufacturing problems that haven't been solved before at the scale that Tesla operates at. I feel like I'm surrounded by people who are extremely passionate about what they do, and they're really willing to do whatever it takes in order to get the job done.
I feel like I'm empowered to take a design from start to end. Here at Tesla, if the solution you're looking for does not exist, you do have to build it.
So here at this facility, you can expect to be involved in working on gear manufacturing equipment, turning equipment, as well as getting your hands dirty assembling gearboxes that you've designed.
I have a focus on distribution, harnesses.
That's sick. Okay. Now's where things get really interesting. Now, this is in China, and China just released this video. These are called robot wolves, okay? They're running simulated street battles with micro missiles and grenade launchers, okay? And this is not AI. This is real, all right?
前进，停止，切换手套和枪在握把控制。
These things are genuinely frightening, man.
看，我现在已经被狼群包围了。召唤机器狼的方式有几种呢？除了语音控制，还能够通过我手上的数据手套让它看懂手势。 除此之外呢，如果想在射击时实时操纵机器狼，还可以通过联动设施对它进行操作。那么在我身边的呢，就是由中国兵器自动化研究所自主研制的最新一代机器狼群。相比于上一代，它们有了更强健的身躯、更智慧的大脑、更实战化的本领。那么最新一代机器狼呢，可以挂载更多的武器设施。那么我们看到这只机器狼身上
Okay, you saw that, right? So from each person's personal firearm, they can control it. So in the front of the firearm, there's a radio transmitter where they can control their also
微型
personal
导弹
robot.
这里呢还有榴弹发射器。那么这样的火力呢，能够对目标进行火力压
On the
制。
top of your rifle.
根据任务不同呢，这些机器
See right here on her rifle. This is the controller. So each personnel would have their rifle, and then the controller on the rifle, and then they'd have their wolf also moving out in front of them with a grenade launcher, clearing the way.
机器狼有着3个响当当的名字，负责侦查的叫暗影，负责打击的叫浴血，
Yeah, they're for sale on Temu.
负责保障的叫极地。那么我现在所在的这个场地呢，能够模拟城市废墟。今天呢，将在这里，机器狼要对模拟城市巷战中的目标进行清剿。接下来呢，我们就在实战化的场景当中来看一看极地、暗影、浴血的硬核实力。
相比于上一代，它还在增稳方面有了很大提升。看，他们现在迅速通过了坑洼不平的废墟，几乎是跑起来的。它的最高时速能达到15公里，这样的爆发力让它在城市废墟、暗滩、沙滩中穿梭，如履平地。 它的四肢关节有12个自由度，模仿真狼，更加灵活，能够随时切换步态。背负25公斤，还能轻松跨越30厘米的高台，这是因为它的电机功率大幅提升。这种适配复杂地形的能力，让机器狼能在山地斜坡冲锋，也能在城市废墟渗透，真正实现无死角作战。不仅如此，它们还能协同决策。每只机器狼实时共享感知信息，形成共享视野的大脑，自动协作，共同判断，一起行动。此时抵达目标区域后，2只暗影机器狼协同构建了地图，并传到3连屏的指挥终端。3连屏指挥终端是机器狼群的指挥作战室，能够实时收集前方信息，统一调配多只机器狼，甚至是空中的无人机，做到空地一体化，协同出击。现在，我和负责保障的极地机器狼已经跟上了前方阵地负责打击的浴血机器狼的脚步。此时呢，浴血机器狼正在抵近模拟目标，准备对模拟目标发起射击。那么，他们正在调整射击的姿态。它搭载的激光发射器一旦完成瞄准锁定，模拟目标头顶就会冒出烟雾，标识命中。通常在实战当中，机器狼是自主识别、自主瞄准，由人工来进行确认打击。根据任务不同，它们还能够更换不同的武器载荷。
浴血1号前进。
操作人员通过语音指令遥控浴血1号，背负4连装微型导弹，率先模拟瞄准目标。
发射。
抵近目标后，借助数据手套操控浴血2号，以榴弹发射器模拟对群体目标实施火力压制。深入战场时，则通过电子握把操控浴血3号，搭载191步枪，模拟完成精准打击。机器狼群由此构建起轻重搭配、梯次衔接的系列化火力体系。显著提升。
That's crazy. Grenade launcher, rifle. I don't even know what that is on there.
单兵伴随作战效能。
World War III is gonna be weird, man. It's gonna get weird. The dancing one. That's pretty crazy. I mean, obviously, we're going to be friends with some of them. Crazy.
The school teaching the children how to be a
All right, smash the like button, everybody.
homosexual and make sure they all teach about the transgender. So that is what important to me. And make sure all.
Just a reminder that in Syria, this is who was running it before, and we got rid of them, and we installed this couple, all right, which is pretty much what happened in Iran in the 70s, all right? They had a normal president, and we went in and toppled Iran and put in a crazy psychopath extremist that they could control, and they've done the same thing here in Syria, which is really sad, really crazy to see that that's who we toppled in Syria, and that's who we put in. And we are taught that these are the bad guys, and that the people below, these are the good guys. That's what we're taught. So no wonder the rest of the world is starting to see the West or the Anglosphere as quite insane. All right. It's pretty crazy, man. Pretty crazy what's going on. Now, they are deploying troops. I had a thing about the deployment, but this is kind of coming from kind of like, so this is a dancer at a local club, and here's what she says.
So I work at a strip club next to like several military bases, and something I have noticed lately is all the military guys are coming in and they're spending all of their money, and they're just like it's sad. Like, they're like kind of depressed, and they're like just coming in like, oh yeah, we're gonna have fun. Like, we're getting, what is it called? Deployed? Like, we're getting deployed next week, or like this is happening. I don't know. I don't want to spread misinformation or anything, but it's just like, a lot of them are really kind, and to see these like young guys that look like my pinky toe, like they're like fetuses coming in, and then dancing with them, and then being like bye, and then it's actually like making me emotional. Like, it's fucked up.
It's happening. All right, deployment's happening, and it's going to increase. Somebody tried to tell me, like, when I talked about they were only sending in 4,000 Marines, that doesn't mean anything, and blah, blah. I was like, no, that's how it starts. If you look at back in Vietnam or Iraq War, they don't just send everybody at one time. It's not how it works. They send in, first it's like 1,000, then it's like 5,000 peacekeepers and service, and then it gets to 20,000, and then 50, and then 100. That's how it works. And then before you know it, you're 5 years in, and there's like 400,000 people over there, and that's how it works. So it's picking up, man. So this is interesting. That's coming out right now. There was a lot of evidence that came out against Bibi because I brought it up on the show too to explain to people that they control, the three-letter agencies control all these countries. Like in Syria, they put their puppet in. They put Pinochet, like in Chile back in the day. They did the same thing in Iran. And the countries that they took out, they couldn't control, like Libya, Iraq. They couldn't get in there, right? So they just fucking totally nuked those countries. And the Hamas was supported and paid for. They try to tell you it was done through Iran. Well, the money flowed through Iran. It flowed through their person, the puppet that they put in, but it was them paying for it. And these guys are coming out. So this is an IDF soldier. He's testifying that they were told to stand down, which is exactly what Charlie Kirk was telling people, that the soldiers were told to stand down on October 7th. So it was a planned attack, planned by three-letter agencies against their own people. Okay, it had nothing to do with the Iranians or whoever they were, or even the poor people living in Gaza. It had nothing to do with them, man. I'm not going to play the whole thing. It's like 5 minutes, but they're testifying. There's a lot of these people coming out now that are pretty much saying we were told to stand down. Very similar to on 9/11, famously, that one day they were doing practice tests. So like they weren't watching the skies like that one time or something like that, right? Conveniently, which is crazy. And also something else came out too about this, where there was a taped confession of Bibi in a room with a couple guys talking about how they were pretty much funding Hamas, that they were the ones writing the checks, all right? Because they couldn't have a stable Gaza, because then they'd have to negotiate with them. They just wanted the land, all right? There's another AI-generated troll clip coming out by RC. I don't know. Come back.
5, sometimes 4 minutes.
In South Lebanon, they're clearing out Lebanon, by the way, which is one of the biggest Christian populations in the Middle East. All right, so it's not even a religious thing going on. They just obviously just want the land. All right, and they're doing the double tap thing. So they'll hit places, and then when the rescuers go in, they fire again to kill the rescuers.
Way of working, because they feel they're coming under so many attacks, and so many of them are suffering injuries or casualties. They now delay going to an emergency scene by sometimes 4 minutes, sometimes 10 minutes, so that they avoid what has become a pattern of double taps, where the second strike waits for the emergency workers to arrive at the scene before another strike comes in and ends up injuring and killing the emergency workers. But they say that does have an impact, obviously, on the expectations of recovery amongst those who are injured in the first place.
Crazy. More cat stuff. I'm going to move on. So, guys, we're going to talk about some crypto here. We'll look at some charts. This is where we're at right now.
Day 14 of day trading. Let's get it. So I learned a new strategy. It's called Bollinger Bands with RSI. So let me explain, right? So I think we actually might have a setup. When it goes below, let's see. So the line, that very bottom line is at like the 24. I don't know what the 24 number means. I don't know what it means. It just means market is going to shift up, I think. Also, it had one of the wicks has to close below the lower Bollinger Band, I think. I'm pretty sure. So let's put in a long position and let's see what happens. So we put our take profit at that high and the stop loss at that low. So this should be a pretty good setup. It's kind of just consolidating right now. I don't really know what's happening, but it is going up. Oh, we are about to hit take profit. We're so close. This is an immaculate trade setup. This is immaculate. This is fucking immaculate. Stop edging me. Yes! We hit take profit. That strategy was OP. I'm going to keep using this one. Follow for day 15.
Nice. Good work, kid.
All right, guys, it's day 14 of day...
So this is where we're at, man. This is where we're at. He's doing all right. There's some bullish divergence on there. Got that trade. Pretty good. All right. Smash the like button, everybody. See what else is going on. By the way, I don't know why the video didn't show up on Twitter for some reason. I had to post it. It's kind of weird. I don't know what's going on. More little tech issues. Thanks for sharing it, everybody. People putting it out there. Iran war day. Okay, let's get into it. Let's hear. It's an ETH space. Children, not objects. What's this? Okay. So, this is from Ben Sierra. All right. I don't know who this is, but he said, heartfelt welcome to the new 1 million hexagons. The biggest hex airdrop of all time is happening right now. I'm seeing a whale distributing small amounts of hex on Ethereum, like 1 hex, to more than 1 million addresses, including Binance deposit wallets, via the Ethereum token distribution app, disperse.app. This is taking hex holders to 1.3 million holders and still counting now. Chat, if you guys know any updates on that, let me know. So I tracked down where this is coming from, and your mind will be blown. The current 4th biggest hex wallet on Ethereum is doing this distribution, wallet E1EC. The hex funds can be tracked back to address D58E, which has insane amounts of AA lobby activity and received its first hex on January 21st directly from the AA. It staked exactly only during BPD, which is Big Payday, disregarding a canceled stake recently. This address was funded by Tornado.cash. Additionally, the ETH funding of the current distributing wallet can be traced back to someone being funded over Railgun. Find some of the addresses below with some links. I've given you all the puzzle pieces, now put it together. What does the whale think will happen to Hex? Guys, I don't know what's going on, but apparently somebody's just airdropping some people Hex. Now, it's not big amounts of Hex. Maybe it's just trying to get people's attention. Could it be RH? Okay. What do you guys know about these wallets? Crypto Twitter is pretty dead right now. I think nobody else is really talking. Famous in there, we can check it out. This whale got in here, but I don't think he's talking about. Let's see if there's any information in here. That's me posting that. Let me see here. 25,000 views. From my perspective, there are two ways this could draw attention. This is Prairie Banana. He says, massive wallet count. Hex goes on a massive run. Frank White, interesting. Yeah, yes it is. Thank you, Richard Win. Master. What's going on? Hey, man, that's cool. It is cool. What is going on? Do we know these wallets? Do you guys know if these are possibly connected to RH? Now, this is bad. This is good marketing, if this is the case, because, getting airdropped and seeing the price of something got airdropped go up suddenly is good. And Hex is still a major player in the sense, like, it has the name. It's not something you would ignore. You'd see, like, Hex. Everyone knows Hex. Love it or hate it, everybody knows about it. Okay, it's up 16%. Okay, let's go. What's over here? Okay. Let's jump over here really quick into this space and see if they're talking about it. I don't know if they are. Am I joining as a speaker? I don't know. Let's see what's going on.
Website? What's that website that
Oh,
you
the
just
Vision.
posted?
I don't know.
I don't know.
High priestess of Ecuador. That's the high priestess of Bitcoin in El Salvador.
Oh no! Don't tell me you know that girl. Or the princess. What's her name? No, don't tell me that. Don't tell me it's the same fucking girl.
Priestess of Bitcoin.
Yeah, but Bitcoin, man. Listen, man. I think at the end of the day, they're about. I think. Okay, listen to this, right? And they won't give a fuck about this, but I think, Frosty, what needs to happen is there needs to be a second asset from crypto that is $1 trillion market cap. Because then, psychologically, everyone can suck a dick. Because crypto then is not... Huh?
DM me.
What do you mean? I did.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did.
All right, message me. You know how to find me, my friend.
No, I didn't, bro. Last time I didn't. Fucking went fucking Mia, man. MIA, bro. MIA fucking living. The last time I spoke to you, the last time you spoke to me, you drank 5 beers and I drank 6, and we were on stream. That was the last time I spoke to you. So you just lived life, bro. I know.
Yeah.
Don't have to tell me.
Why wouldn't I?
100K Bitcoin.
I disappear, and yet the same people are in the same space crying about the same shit we talked about 4 years ago. We tried to fucking warn them about. What a surprise!
Yeah, but you know me, man. I'm Italian. I love to rub it in. Bro, fucking, my mom raised me like that. Oh, fucking hell. I'm just fucking living life, bro. I'm chilling. And you know what? Guess what? I fucking learned so much. You know what? I'm gonna tell you one thing. I'm gonna tell you one thing though, Frosty. That infrastructure shit. Pulse Chain made me learn a shitload about what I couldn't learn because I didn't want to take that I didn't want to take that risk. I want to get a risk to get slashed, this, that, all that crap, do this, build this for nothing, have to spend all that money for fucking no competition, no chance with the competition. Who the fuck's gonna follow famous? They don't even listen to me for this crap. Imagine a fucking protocol.
Yeah.
So I learned so much about what Ethereum is and where I'm gonna make money from it.
Here's the thing.
Check, 1, 2. Hello?
Things have evolved and things have changed yet again because AI agents have changed an entire landscape. So now people are still looking backwards and not looking forwards on an exponential scale. So that changes the whole entire...
I don't think it's... I can't figure out what's going on there. Papa Boner. Trump's global war. Iran war. Yeah, it's generally been pretty quiet, man. It's generally been pretty quiet. Not a whole lot going on. Let me see something really quick. I'm going to type in HEX. See if we... I don't want to get following here. Tukey. What the fuck is this? Whoa. United States just bombed Iran power plants, leaving hospitals and homes without electricity for millions of people. Thinking about dial. Wow. Oh, shit. Oh, wow. Crazy. What the heck is that? Let's just type in HEX. See if we get somebody breaking it down. Okay, Ben's here. The 4th biggest whale that is distributing the original HEX funding whale from the 21st of January 2020 who funded the airdrop. So it's Richard Hart. Yeah, it's Richard Hart, right? For sure. I just got airdropped some token called HEX. Just one token. Guys, it's kind of a big deal. Let's go look at these charts, man. It's kind of a big deal, okay? ProveX is dumping. All right. Okay, that was the bottom. Let's see. That was the bottom. That was it. Okay, reversals are coming, bro. I would think. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's it. Yeah, you crossed the creek, baby. So somebody, see, everyone was asleep. I knew I was supposed to stream tonight. Nice. Look at that. You know, this is how you know, this is when bottoms are made, man. Everyone's asleep at the wheel. Hardly anybody's talking about this streaming because everyone's checked out. This is like depression, apathy, empathy, or like literally apathy, right? That's where bottoms are made. Not when everyone's complaining, but when everyone's checked out, okay? This is a big, big fucking move right here, okay? We broke back above, and we broke through there. You know, we still got to get above really 0.0008, but honestly, if we get above 0.0007, that's going to be huge. But it's a pretty big move. It's a pretty serious move. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. Wow, that looks really good to me. I like what I'm seeing. I like what I'm seeing a lot here. There's a bullish divergence playing out. It's nice. Okay. Yeah, you want to look at that? Okay. Just go right here, too. No. Wait, what? Fuck. Hang on. Which one? This one? I haven't been watching this enough, to be honest, and which is just my thing. I probably should have been watching this more. People are selling ProveX. We'll go look at that in a second. They're dumping it right now. But there's got to be a reason he did that, because he's inevitably going to want to make P-Hex look the best, right? I mean, this is good, but I need to understand that P-Hex hex ratio chart the most. I'm guessing, but then again, maybe we shouldn't be listening to what he's saying. Maybe we just have to look at what he's doing. Fuck. So I have lines here, so I'd been messing with this before. I just wasn't paying attention. Drop coming up in here. Okay, we're running up into a lot of resistance right now, which is fine. I mean, it would be crazy if it dumped and P-Hex made the big run, right? Like, you know, like, you guys know I've talked a lot about being offsides, right? And a market maker, part of their job is to get people offsides, right? And I go in depth on this more, obviously, in the members, but I wonder if there's a strategy here to get people offsides, and then he's going to move P-Hex like crazy. If you RH LARPs with this sort of stuff will most likely get sold off again against the real hex. Yeah, so yeah, P-Hex being, I mean, the real hex, but let me get rid of some of these old lines I got on here. I don't need them right now. I don't need these right now. Hang on. I mean, I like what I'm seeing here. I mean, you know, I guess would be what you're going to want to look for is if it does, you know, is this drawing? What's going on? Stop. Why can't I see shit? What's this? Come here. So, you know, I've seen stuff like this happen before. Like, this could literally, if it came up, break through here. Okay. And you had a situation like this would be crazy, right? Because then you pretty much got like a inverse head and shoulders right there. And then, you know, you'd have a major move. And is that his plan? I don't know. To get everybody off sides and move EHEX like that, it's a possibility. You know, I've seen stranger things in my life. Like, you know what I mean? You have something like that happen. But obviously, you've also got the natural, which is just saying like, okay, this looks great, but it's, you know, we could also, you know, like, is this going to happen, right? Like, I don't know. And then getting off everybody's sides and him moving P-Hex, which is what he said is the real hex for him, right? If they reach 1-to-1, that would be imply hex on pulse to be a failure. Okay. Hex weakness, just said EH catch up is a play. PX and EHEX will peg. A lot of people believe they're going to go to parity. I don't think, you know, it's a weird one. You know, we've talked a lot about this. I don't think it's ever a good thing for them to be a parity, to be honest. I don't know. What do you guys think? Hex will be priced everywhere the same. Some people believe in the parity. Chess is a slow game. We're now in checkmate. We win. No jitters in EHEX, only in PHEX. He never said PX is a real hex. Yeah, kind of. He did say that. He has said that back in like 2022. Only fantasy. We already know where he puts his capital. It's Paul Shane. Never 1-to-1. That's fantasy. Yeah, I don't see 1-to-1 coming. I mean, it makes more sense to always do it like this. So you have situations that you can have people off sides and kind of, you know, you need this to market make. I mean, I don't know what the advantage would be to have these 1-to-1, except that, you know, people would like it, right? But I don't know. I really don't know what he's up to. Obviously, it's RH that's dropping it, so maybe he's preparing for what's coming up here soon. Now, Maria's a big EX holder, from what I understand. Even Maria corrected this statement in Amsterdam. Bouquet, fill me in. Remind me. I've seen all the videos, but what are you talking about? I know Maria has bought a lot of HEX, and I think Maria said, if I could be correct, that if they're not at parity, it's a failure. Like Maria said, they have to be at parity. That's what Maria's theory was, right? Depends on what the price is. I'd be happy with $X on both chains, but needs tons of buy pressure. Traders ratio play these moves all the time, and they get sold off at these levels. Yeah, I mean, this would be the place it would do that. But the surprise move would be if he did start moving this in a more positive way with HEX. I don't know. I don't know what he's up to. Is that what Maria said? That they need to be at parity or they consider it a failure? Is that what they said? I think I remember something like that. PTGC CMAXI. Do you think us requesting proof of life is unreasonable? There are some people floating this around again. What's your opinion? No, I don't think it's reasonable. I think it's just people that want to see a reaction out of him is really what it is. You know what I mean? Like, you kind of, it's that sentiment of like, say something. Come on, man, just say something, do something. Like, give us. But he doesn't need to. He doesn't need to. And I don't think there's clear indications he's fine. Like, if some nefarious actor took over, I think you'd see pretty strong evidence on chain that something nefarious was happening. But you know, somebody's airdropping everybody HEX, etc. If it's not at parity, then it's failure. Okay, that's what they said. Yeah, that's what I thought I remember them saying. I don't know. I don't know why Maria said that. I remember them saying that though. How many proof of lives do we need? Yes, correct. Identity block is skits. He's one pushing the fake RH account theory. Yeah, man, I wouldn't get caught up in that. I think he's seeing this through. I think he's there. I think he's doing it the way he wants to do it. Like, you know, I was gonna make a whole video just on this cry-fagging and people like pissed at him, and but I don't see anything wrong with what he's. I mean, look, it sucks. He's not perfect. Mistakes were made, certainly, but at the same time, nothing's broken. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I can complain that shit's not going my way at the timing I want, but that's not how you handle markets, you know. And when I look at the chart, we can go look at the HEX chart. I mean, the pulse chart. I'm gonna go look at ProveX. You know, a lot of people that don't follow me don't understand. Like, you guys know, I called this price down here, right here at the pink line was my call, 1.001326. That was my call right there, and we were there for a long time. Built a little bit of structure there, and then we dropped even lower, which was a possibility. I made that price call a year and a half ago. Not only did I make the price call, I drew the price action. You guys have probably seen it, right? On my, it's somewhere on my. Oh, it's at the top. I think I attached it here. So, for me to be able to do that means, where is it? How does this work? Do I click that button? Oh yeah, here we go. Cool. So for me to be able to have done this, 0.00001327 right there. Okay, I drew it and I did it live. Okay, and I did this back January 6, 2025. Okay, and there's Pedro and Fast Abdul. So I did it right in front of everybody. So when people start screaming that it's broken, I'm like, no. A lot of people that are experienced in this saw this as a very strong possibility. Like, you know, I put my reputation on it, so to speak, right? And we're there. Chart looks fine. You're at support, and whatever mistakes RH made, you know, he made some mistakes, but he's fine. He's going to correct it and keep moving forward. Everything looks good. I agree with you, Wolf. The pulse chain chart and HEX looks very like perfect chart. Does beg the question, who's doing it? Yeah, I mean, they're moving along. Of course, we don't want them down here. I didn't want to predict 0.001326. I didn't want to do that, but I did it because that's what I saw. Does that make sense? Back in January of 2025, whenever I drew this, January 6, 2025, this is what I saw based on this price action, and that's how I do what I do, right? That's why I have a private group you can join and come in, because I know what I'm looking at. I know what I see. And it doesn't mean it was failing. It just, that's where this price action would go, okay? You don't just go up because you want it to go up. It has to go through a certain market pattern, you know, and there's psychological reasons these things have to happen, okay? And this isn't the only chart that's done it, you know, XRP or Floki, or there's a lot of projects we looked at to show you guys that we're, you know, how things work. So, you know, I mean, I'm not happy about it, but this is what this is where it was going. And here we are, you know what I mean? So, there's nothing to complain about. I think he's up to something, man. He's doing something, all right? That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, that he's, regardless of the mistakes he's made. Now, you know, one of the issues I'm seeing now, and is, you know, could be a kind of head and shoulders going on here, okay? And the target is down here. Now, that's a break of structure again, but this could be normal before a bull run, okay? A lot of charts will break structure to the downside in crypto before they turn bullish. And I know Ink for the win, you know what I'm talking about. You guys that look at charts, you know exactly what I'm talking about, right? It'll happen on the bullish side too, where things will go just slightly higher, pulling people in before they reverse and go down, and same thing on the downside. So when I see this, even if it comes down and breaks this is what you'd want psychologically. Now, this is stuff I go into more in depth in, like, if you join, but I'm just sharing this with you now. But this would be nice as a market maker, like, you know, break it down and then reverse it, you know, or go sideways, come back into the pattern before you reverse. Kind of like what HEX did, for example. We can go back and look at that really quick just to show you guys. And by the way, this is stuff I share in my, because we do the TA videos like every Tuesday and sometimes on Thursday as well. I recommend it if you guys have a decent amount of capital, because you'll be able to catch the bottoms and you'll understand when to deploy your capital, right? So you can see where I have this support line here, okay? This yellow line. And I've got these structures. So like one's at 0.006, 0.0004, and 0.0002. And by the way, these purple lines I drew here 2 years ago. That's how long ago I understood we could be down here, okay? I didn't know for sure, but I've had them for 2 years. You can go back on my videos. Same lines have been here. I've never touched them, all right? And we got down here to 0.0006. We built some structure right here, okay? And there's this yellow line, which is strong support. What do? We broke under it. See this wick going down? And what did it do after that? It reversed and went right back up. And not only that, but we're certainly starting to look really bullish now. We just need to not fail and stay here for now. So that's what I'm saying here. So we've got, my price target is actually below here, but that looks similar to what HEX just did. So you break below, probably get people who panic sell at the break of this structure and reverse, okay? It's just like happened here on HEX. And this is a pretty strong move out of there. So if people sold in fear down here at 0.0005, now, you know, you got to buy back up at 20%, at least 20% higher, right? You know what I'm saying? So could be some shakeouts like this. I mean, you could even get another one, right? See what people bite. And then when you look back at a monthly chart, you'll just see one wick down below structure, which is common to see in a lot of crypto charts, right? So break down under there could absolutely happen before we get back in. But I think we're in good DCA ranges, okay? And maybe a reversal could be close. Susie, love you too. Thanks. Love the support, man. Really appreciate it. Really good family. Holds well. 1-to-1 parodies win for both. Yeah, I'm fine with 1-to-1. I just don't think it's likely, but I at the same time, who am I to question NASA scientist Glitter Pants, right? Like, if they say it's got to be 1-to-1, I don't know. Maybe it's got to be 1-to-1. Ink for the win. I think we bottomed July macro-wise and BTC included. Yeah, we could. I think, yeah, I mean, that's a natural time to bottom, right? That's that summer lull. It's a very natural place to bottom. We could even bottom sooner, maybe June, okay? Maybe May. Things have been getting front run, so we could bottom sooner than the typical time, which maybe we would think would be July, August, right? This is usually the dullest time in the summer. We can come here. We look at Bitcoin. So Bitcoin's at 64.6. Have you seen the Treasury bill purchases chart? Very interesting. That's how he came to that conclusion. No. You want me to look at that? Let me do the Bitcoin thing, and then we'll look at that. Treasury bill purchases chart. Washable. Okay, let me do Bitcoin, and we'll jump into that. Remind me if I forget. Somebody in the in our members group was asking about that. Let's see. Okay, so here's that purple box I drew. By the way, this purple box I drew, we were up here, and I said this is where we're going. This is the point, and it's a major area of support, and there's a lot of reasons why. For you guys that don't know, so if I run this box all the way back, you can see where I got it from, so you understand how I do what I do. Came all the way back here, top of this wick where we went first break of the highs here, and then I got the first high we got. That's all I did, and it was pretty damn solid. We're in there. Now, a lot of people are really freaking out now because we dropped, because we were making a move up, and sure, we broke below, but it's still fine. We're still in the bull flag. We haven't broke down yet, okay? And yeah, we just did actually a little bit. We're breaking out a little bit, all right? But I don't know if we're ready to full send down yet. The thing is, look, even if you break out of the bear flag, doesn't mean you start falling immediately. Okay, it doesn't have to work like that. I mean, you got tons of support here, 6.2. You got this white line, which is like going all the way back through the bull run, and then this low here at 59K. You've heard me talk a lot about 59K. Okay, when we break that, that's when shit hits the fan. So we're still fine. You know what I mean? Like, it's still a bear flag as far as I'm concerned. Okay. Not that worried about it right now. But if we have a bloody Monday, then we could break down more. But we could even just come down here to, like I said, 59, 60K. It still doesn't mean it's over. You still got support there, and we could come up like this and have a juicy rally this week, which I think is very possible. Okay, why? Everything's oversold. Okay. I don't know if we have how much time we have. How long am I streaming for? I'm already 2 hours. If we go to SPX, for example, okay, you see this? See how hard we're coming down? Okay. I mean, we could bleed a little bit more. You got really strong support down here, about 6,100. We're at 63, 68. Get the music back. The music. Okay. A huge gap here at 64. So, we could come down a little more. We could hit this. That's a pretty big move. And then we got to come up before we continue down. We don't have to. These could fall apart, but I doubt it. We could even not have a bloody Monday, I suppose. We could just rally from here up, before we come down. This chart's a mess. Look at this fucking disaster going on over here. Okay. I think I was talking about levels. Right down. Let's clean this up. We didn't rally yet. Well, we were expecting one. We've been expecting a rally for a long time. I mean, this is pretty rare to be dropping just nonstop like this, right? But you can see back here we did it during the panic. We fell back in here in February 25, pretty far before we had a bounce. I think we got a bounce pretty soon here. I mean, this is pretty serious. Maybe we saw a call. Anything's possible. But look, futures market is negative, all right? So we're anticipating a red open, but I don't know what news announcements get announced in the morning. We talked about it last week, and I told you guys last Sunday, I was like, watch, they're going to announce something, and lo and behold, Trump announced the next morning the suspension of the shit, and the markets rallied. So, I can't tell you what's going to happen. We could bleed, hit this. and then later in the week make some run up, right? And, you know, go a little lower. You know, I don't know where we'd go, but and that would probably Bitcoin would get a nice rally there too. But we could absolutely get news in the morning of something, and maybe Bitcoin, everything starts making a move up before we come back down, which is inevitable. It seems like we are going to come back down. Okay. And that would be yeah. Or I wasn't using this chart. Where was I? Was I this chart? Yeah, it was here. Was I here? That's what we're working on. Oh. Apparently they're putting troops in for 2 months. They say that in the beginning of every war. They say that so they don't panic the military and they don't panic the population. 2 years means 2 months means, you know what I mean? It means 10 years, right? you know, man. You know how that is. It's kind of when you're like, let me just put the tip in. Well, you ain't putting the tip in, bro. So, oh. So, yeah, so if this breaks down and we start falling, I said before, if we break 59, when we get down to 59, maybe that's when we get the rally. So maybe, we could dump tomorrow, then we bounce later in the week. I think we got to make a push up to like 80K. Don't you think? Like that. You got to have something like that. And you don't have to. But I do think, and I said this before, that I think 39K could be the bottom. All right. Now, a really smart person just posted 49K is their bottom. All right. We're going to go look at that right now. There's this guy named Killa XBT. I'm sure most of you guys have seen it. This has 12 million views on it. Okay. This guy posted this on May 13th, 2025. So, he's not only has great insights, he's much more technical than I am. I don't even know what his calculations were to get here. All right. You can see my work, how I work, and it's very different, very simple. He's very technical, but extraordinarily accurate. I mean, this is unbelievable, okay? So price action was over here at 102,000 back in May, almost a year ago now, right? And he had the top just above 120, around 126, man. Like, that's pretty surreal. Okay. And then we're right here where he's talking about where we are now, right? We're at 64, where are we at? 60,000? 64,000? 65,000, okay. And he anticipates we range in here for quite some time. This is a few months, actually. And then we dump. And I think he's got his bottom call around 49 or 50K. And guy's been killing it. But I think we're going to go lower because that's usually where you get your surprises. But, hard for me to question this guy at this point. He's got an amazing record, Like, he knows BTC really well. Like, for me, I was, like, sleeping with Pulse Chain. So, like, I like, knew every move the chart was doing, right? And I think when you do this long enough and you really, like, live with a chart, you can really feel it out. Like, I think maybe if I had obsessed over BTC as much as I obsessed over the Pulse chart, maybe I'd have better instincts at it. But he's on it, man. He's in it. He's in it. Okay. This is incredibly accurate. Teach me what you know. Bro's cooking. One of the cleanest things I've seen in a chart. I mean, this is legendary. This chart's going to be the stuff of legends. All right. This is crazy. So if he's saying 50K, 49K, if we go lower than 50, I think that calls for a recession. Okay. And I don't think there's a recession. I think we're going to run. Okay. I think we're going to run into 2027. All right. Could be wrong, but I think so. And So you could be right. Maybe we don't go as low as I'm thinking. And the reason, I showed you guys why I have 39K. I just I had a line here, okay? And we've hit it. It's been really strong going back, all right? So that's where that is, all right, depending on where we hit it. All right, if we hit it in August, it's 39K, okay? But you got, there's some truth to that too. You break 49, 48K, it could get more hairy. You might need more time to recover. So maybe if we're planning on getting extraordinarily bullish into the end of this year in 2027, maybe we need to reverse, around this 50K range to come back up and start going, okay? Makes sense. Fair enough. I'm open to that. Hey, I'm still going to, maybe I'll put a buy order at 39K, 41K, something, I don't know. But, it's possible 50's it, right? 49, 50K. Illegible. Your charts are illegible. My charts are illegible? Oh, you mean this screen right now? This is all too small? Or you mean when I went to this guy's? Or are you talking about this one? Or James, be specific. Trading View, you guys having trouble seeing this? Sometimes I don't know what. Oh, bro. I didn't realize it got crushed in the live stream. Like that? Is that better? Is that what's happening? Is that what you're talking about? I gotta resize this shit. Yeah, like this? Is that better? I don't always know what you guys see. This green line is January 2027, and this is November 28th. These are important lines. I remember exactly. I'm saying opinion is if we get nuked harder, but we don't hold off from recession until 2027 or 28, but that's all if. Yeah, there's a lot of ifs right now in there. A lot of ifs, man. 39 would be very strong, but no, I'm open to it. We could go to 49. Hell, we could go a lot lower, Let me know if you guys are having trouble seeing it. Sometimes I don't know how it's showing up on the live stream versus what I'm seeing here. And let's go look at ETH really quick. Oh, okay, gotcha. It was a little small in the live stream, so thanks for telling me. Because I'm looking at a different screen. So Dixie's still bullish. Let me just make this lighter. It's a messy target zone. There we go. Yeah, look, Dixie looks really bullish, okay? And I've had this charted forever, okay? So my target being, I draw it like that when I have like a range. So between 102 and 103, fine. We've been there before. I don't know what's going to happen here, man. It does look, it looks bullish. I don't know what I'll say about that. Dixie looks bullish right now. USDT dominance, very strong right now. Also looks very bullish, okay? It is what it is, man. Just calling it like I see it. It's very bullish. It's breaking out. We're moving up. This whole thing right here, this is just bullish. Got left shoulder, head, right shoulder, falling wedge. Just, yeah. So, yeah, maybe we're going to start the week nasty, okay? Before we get that big juicy rally, which it's inevitable. We dropped for too long. We've been dropping for way too long. XRP is breaking down. My target's 90 cents to $1. Let's see what happens. Dom cooking us all. Dom cooking us all. Yeah, you guys know bonds are going up, yields are up. Dollar's very bullish against every currency right now. Everything. Okay. We need to go to. Yeah, silver's coming down. for sure. Gold is interesting because I think it's going to come down more, but it's at really strong support too. It could go sideways before a move up later. May not be done repricing. ETH BTC. Where'd it go? There we go. What's going on, man? Waiting for this drop down to 0.026. It's at 0.03. It's going to happen. Okay, it's going to bounce off this line. Let's see. And let's just look at ETH, man. Let's look at ETH. What's going on? I haven't looked at ETH in a second. Okay, it's just hanging out. A lot of support right here. A big confluence of support. Obviously, in the natural, BTC takes that plunge. I mean, ETH is, it's a bear flag, and it's at support. And then, yeah, man, if it drops, it drops. You know, you can go as low as 1,000 here. Okay, and I got a lighter colored purple line right there. Make it a little brighter. Yeah, okay, it's 1,000. Absolutely could happen. Okay. But that would be back up the truck time, right? Yeah, maybe even lower, 800. Where's that bear flag break? Anywhere from 800 to 1,000, okay? Anywhere from 800 to 1,000 could be a target for ETH. And it would still be absolutely fine. This is going to be interesting, man. Trying to figure out what ETH's going to do. It's going to be interesting. I think similar to what XRP, I mean, don't come back in here, start moving up. We need to do a strong weekly close above like 5K, 4,900. Nothing else will do. From the treasure bill thing, let's go look really quick at Dow Jones. Oh my life, waiting for the bounce. Waiting for bounces that didn't come. Okay. Yeah, maybe we drop a little lower before we get a bounce. DJT. What affects DJT? There you go. Well, this one's playing out exactly like I sketched. We've come down. We're now coming back up in the bear, and it looks like another drop, which makes sense. This is a transportation index. If oil, everything's skyrocketing. You know, this doesn't look bad. Look at WTI crude. $102. There you go, spiking back up. Let's. It looks bullish, man. Right? Yeah. Yeah, man. You know, it's to be expected, you know. Oil could go to 150, 200. I don't know when, but it certainly looks bullish now, right? No doubt about it. All right. And it's summer, which generally oil goes up anyway. So it's heading into a time like this. So it's not out of the ordinary that it's pushing back up, you know. What's going on really quick with Cardano? Cardano. No, we don't have that yet. Oof. Cardanzo. Not the prettiest looking thing right now, is it? What did Google do? Ooh. Yeah. Yeah. All right, let's go look at this thing you're talking about. You said Wish Obl. Wish OBL. WSHOBL. Ink for the win. So is that something? What am I looking for here? Or are you talking about just the regular? Oh. Really? Oh, the real dude. I think you were talking about Maria's Treasury bill, bro. Oh man, it's late. All right, because that's what everyone always asks me. They're like Treasury bill, and they want to see the 414 Maria's Treasury bill. All right, that's what everybody asks for. So this tells us that they're buying. Okay. Let's do this. Oh shit, it's after 1 a.m. Fuck, dude. Streams really fly by. So yeah, that was 2019. We got up here 2021, and then they were dumping. And now they're buying again. Shooting shades. Yeah, they kind of help relax my eyes. 334, 20. They dumped almost 2 billion. They started buying October. I think it's really complicated now, man. It's. I wish it was as easy as this. You know, everything's really complicated now. And we're coming to the end of a long cycle. The cycle started in, a lot of people don't realize it, but this cycle began in 2008, 2009. Okay, at the GFC. This is when it all started. And when you get to the end of an 18-year of like a real estate cycle or a larger macro cycle, things just don't start to not make sense. It's just weird stuff starts happening. Okay. I saw it when stagnant. That's when we bought them. Yeah, no, it's true. I mean, definitely this you know, this is when they had stopped selling. It was 2022, 2023 right here. Or this was the bottom was April 2024, but they were dumping from November 2022, right? And that was like the bottom of the bear market. And now they're starting to buy, okay? This is the assets held by the Fed, okay? So you guys understand what this is. I was looking at Maria's Treasury bill. You guys are terrible. But they're still aggressively buying bills from December. Last time they did that was August 2019 and stopped 2020. They did that aggressively in August 2019. Whoa, what's this all fucked up? It's better. Okay. Yeah, buying 2021. Yeah, I think something's a little bit off about it. It could be, man. Yeah, something's funny. Maybe it's not loading. Maybe too much shit's open. Maybe it's being funny. But yeah, we know they're purchasing again. Okay. For all attains 53K. Could be. It's a good guess. Sure. I would accept that. I'm not attached to my 39. I'm just going off my lines. Maybe they reverse it higher, right? Susie Q, it's interesting. I'm watching St. Wolf on my TV as I chat on my phone, and some of the chat isn't showing up on my phone. Am I surprised? No. Chat's not showing up on the phone? Sometimes you got to click a button. We need to go to... what were we about to look at? Oh, ProveX. Dude, we got to look at ProveX really quick. Come on. All right, ProveX. Okay. So... Okay. Stop. Fuck. All right. I had a long day tomorrow. Okay. Where are we at here, buddy? What happened to my fucking chart? Oh, I flipped it and it erased everything? Or am I just getting that fucking tired? What the fuck happened? Okay. That means if you think about it, that's done. That's complete. Okay. Yeah, I mean, look, I think it can go lower, of course. Okay. And if we get a serious dump this week, you're at a little bit of support now, man. If we break from here, I have no doubt you're coming down to half sack. So I don't know. RH would publish something and it's not fully done. Kingsway, you got to try a little bit not to send large amounts. How did you put a large amount in, bro? Like, yeah, you got to be careful. It's brand new. There's warning. Yeah, Sparkle Tooth says not to do large amount. I mean, it's something right now for, testing. It doesn't change the fact that this could pump. It doesn't matter. Okay. This stuff pumps on the, what's the word? Rumor. All right. Yeah, it's going to be completed as it goes, I guess. Now, yeah, man, I think half sack could be very realistic, okay? Okay, I mean, well, the pink line here was sack, right? Yeah, so it is what it is. I mean, it's falling apart right now. There's a little bit of support down below. Okay, we're going to hit, all right? And hell, it could go all the way. It could go to the bottom, man. It could go way lower than you think. Okay, I'm not saying it is. I'm not saying it is at all. But I think RH could have control of this if he wanted to. Okay, it's small enough, market cap. He could find a floor if he wanted on this. Okay. It's in a falling wedge. You can do that if I wanted to, I suppose. It's hard to say whether if we're going to break under it yet. It depends how, I don't know how you want to draw it right now. I just leave it like that for now. Anything's possible. It's very new. It's still brand new. I think it'll be fine. But yeah, it's coming down. In Bucks Pool, there weren't many that got the price, so yeah, Bucks Pool was good, man. It did good. Yeah, one thing I want to say, just as like a warning to everybody, because there's always like new people that start charting. There's not that many people that chart our projects, okay? So, I know there's a few people on our chain that do it, and people do good work, and it is work. We all arrive at different calculations based on our work. I have my own kind of success rate versus somebody else, but everyone has a method they go through, and I respect everybody's work. But I do want to put a warning out about a guy, because I noticed it pops up sometimes if I look up Pulse. I don't know his name right now. It's something like High Altitude. Does that sound right? And I just noticed a lot of hexagons have been jumping over there. High Altitude. High Altitude. Is that what it is? Does that sound right? Okay, this guy. Yeah. This guy. So, let's see if I can pop you over. Smash the like button, everybody. Smash it. Kingsway's on control. You guys are hilarious. Okay, it's this guy. Okay, be careful. Okay, he's literally doesn't really know what he's talking about. All right, and I'm not going to get into it right now. We can later. But he pretty much just does the typical KOL thing where if you go back for 1 year, he's been saying all this stuff's going to go up, and we've just been going down. He looks like he took like a TA 101 course, and he cranks it out. So now he's starting to cover Hex and Pulse Chain because he's noticing a lot of popularity, but the things he says they don't make sense. All right. And so just a warning, you're out there, be careful. There's going to be a lot of people, just the typical, KOL stuff, like it's going up tomorrow, I looked at some quickly through his stuff, and he's been stuff that's been going down. He's been saying has been supposed to have been going up for like a year. So, because crypto's tough, man. Just because something forms a certain shape doesn't mean it's got to do what you think it's got to do when you got to do it or whatever, right? There's a lot more to it than that. So just be careful out there. What's up, Susie? Thanks. Smashed it. Appreciate it. It's not that deep. Help a kid out. Stop criticizing y'all community. You crying over 100 in crypto. You shouldn't be here. Oh, you lost $100? Well, it's not that deep, bro. It's not. And you should, test it with less next time, throwing only a 20 or a 10 or whatever, right? But, we're lucky any of this stuff works, right? Waiting to see my Liberty Swap limit orders hit. Great to finally have the option now. Sleep easy, Sparkle Tooth. Cool. Liberty Swap. Nice, man. Good to hear. Yeah, it's bouncing down here. It's good. Yeah, I think it could easily go down to 0.00005, right? Half sack. $100 might be a lot. That Bitcoin pizza was $14. Nice. Cool. Let's see if I got anything over here for you guys. I got some other little news and stuff like that, but I'm pretty beat. Let's just go look at if there's anything on with HEX. HEX is pumping. This guy we're covering right now. Tune in Humanoid. AMA. Try Pulse Chain. Thanks, Detroit Runner. What's up, brother? You out there? And Tam, thank you so much. Appreciate it. I'm looking at some Twitter stuff. Let me type in. Let's go back over here. Ink got a good pump, but not sold right back off. Yeah. No, Ink's kind of weak right now. It's just the most volatile on the chain right now too, right? It is what it is. There's a lot of indecision in these charts. Okay, so look, there's just massive indecision in the markets, right? Like they're deploying troops and oil, and obviously we're going to get a pump, but I think we got more downside in general. There's short of them making the announcements they're going to make on Monday, but they're fake announcements. Does that make sense? Like they create pumps, but the power's out in fucking Iran. They bombed like oil refineries. There's genuine fear in terms of like supply lines cutting off. They need all these little fucking things to make chips and there's a lot of things going on, and all the market needs is a little bit more certainty. And I hate to say this, but having a ground invasion is a type of certainty. Like maybe once troops are deployed and we're in there, the markets can start going up. I know it doesn't sound good, but it is what it is. Oh my God, Israel destroyed the mausoleum of Simon Peter, apostle of Christ, in the village of Shama in southern Lebanon. Guys, like Lebanon is one of the cradles of Christianity, and they're gonna nuke it, man. It's like the most Christians in the Middle East. They're purposely nuking these sites. I know they are. They definitely are. That's fucking sad. A lot of these places I'd wanted to visit one day, you know. Okay, I wanted to look up just some crypto news really quick. Let's just see something. What's going on? Oh, come on. Crypto's about to explode. Yeah, I'm with you. I think it's coming. Fed will inject $6.72 billion in the market tomorrow, right before the U.S. market opens. They will urgently print $15 billion next week to stimulate the economy after the oil price pump. Giga bullish. So, yeah, here's the thing. That's what I was saying. Everything's super oversold. We're expecting a pretty big rally. It doesn't mean we're up only yet, but we should get some price support. And when we come back down again, we get to really see how strong the market is, and that, you know, but we may not go a hell of a lot lower. Like if we're already talking about 50K being BTC's bottom, then hell, we're already almost there, right? What are they talking about? That? Oh, they're saying he has passed away. Is that kind of what the rumor's still going on, that BB's gone? I've been in crypto since 2017. Damn. Let's see what else goes on. Okay. Breaking. Trump to make an emergency announcement today at 6:30. There's always one of these fucking tweets. Insiders report that he will officially deploy troops in Iran. Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, I talked about that a couple weeks ago, and I got attacked on X. I was like, we're going ground troops. You can't, like, it's going to happen. It is happening. Trump's family Bitcoin mining is down 94%. Yeah, okay. We saw the biggest bull run in history after a zombie apocalypse. Last 6 months was worse than that. I've never been so bullish. No, it's true. Once there's some certainty about what we're going to do, these markets are going to reverse like crazy. Okay, and that's a lot of smart people are saying something similar. I really think that's going to happen. Ukraine bombed Russia's second largest oil refinery. Which produces jet fuel for Russian military. Everyone now is suddenly attacking energy infrastructure to crash the global economy. Of course, that's part of the plan, right? World Economic Forum 2030, you'll own nothing and be happy. So energy is the key. Everything's energy. We forget that, you know. It's not just electricity, man. Every piece of food that you get at the grocery store has to be driven there by a car or truck with petrol. What's up, Hexagon Lostanasia. Hexagon Lostanasia 213. Thanks, appreciate it. So yeah, there's still too much uncertainty in the market, like absolute uncertainty, which is enough to just make people want to like hit the sell button, so to speak, right? BlackRock just started liquidating all Bitcoin ahead of the futures market open today. They dumped over 200 million in 5 minutes, keep selling. Yeah, futures market's not looking good right now. I just looked. Clarity Act is done. Fine, it could be. They're just waiting for the right moment. We know that'll be when the ground invasion is in. Or maybe this thing wraps up quick. I don't fucking know. Maybe we just have like a month or two of turmoil and then it's just all wrapped up. I don't know. Usually that never happens, right? Once boots get in there, they seem to like need to be sending more constantly support. I'm sorry. Crypto. It was 2024 when I realized I was wrong about Donald Trump. I'm sorry. I think people put too much faith in the president. I think people need to realize by now that the whole entire political circus in the United States is bought and paid for. Okay. And I'm not trying to be negative. I think we need to come to some reality about that. Okay. The banksters have full control. All right. And it is what it is, man. You know, if they put ground troops, the Persians will smoke them. I don't see it is a good move from him. Well, look, Persia's been around a lot longer than the United States, all right? I don't think they're going in. We're not going anywhere. Peace to St. Louis. Can I have one solar panel, please? We're going to need more than one. Wild SJ, what's going on, Wild? By the way, there is a link in the Telegram if you want to click it and join on. Just quickly getting some crypto news here. How you doing, SJ? How you been? Trump insider. Oh, that insider that everyone speculated was Barron got liquidated. I think it was 140 million gone. Wait, what? just opened $120 million short. Oh, okay. Because they were supposedly down before. Like up 200 million, down 200 million. Yeah, you guys make some noise. SJ's in the house. She's in the chat. Tearing it up. President Trump says the U.S. Okay, this is old news now. So Americans, I'm not in America, so there was a big demonstration, right? It was over the weekend. You know, what is it? What was going on with that, right? 8 million people are around the U.S. They're protesting against the war. Is that what it is? Because I saw some clips of like communist flags or something. $30 XRP. Yeah, I have a price target between 22 and 28 bucks for XRP, so 30 could be very realistic there. Meltdown. Iranian president reportedly warns that Iran's economy could collapse within weeks without a ceasefire. Oh, well, it's going to be the last year concerns right now. Warning, 99% of people will lose everything tomorrow. A lot of people are panicked about tomorrow. Actually, this isn't just another clickbait. Real Black Monday. Yeah, you know, it's possible I titled the video Bloody Monday. Absolutely could be nasty. Bond sell-off, stocks will sell off, crypto will dump the hardest. If you're holding any assets right now, you must understand this. The U.S. is about to deploy troops to Iran next week. This isn't a one-day shock. This is the kind of situation that can stretch and evolve over multiple days. Yeah, I think it's just that situation of like unbelievable levels of uncertainty right now, right? But these are also where bottoms are made and where you need to prep for the fact that the reversal could happen once the market feels like, okay, we know what's happening. This is going to continue for a couple of years or whatever. We're in there. Disruption of Strait Hormuz. This Hormuz situation is pretty serious. Yeah, oil is spiking. Oil looks very bullish, right? We looked at that oil chart a little bit ago. Eskimo Spider, Kelly Ann Pope, what's happening? Holla, how you doing? Welcome to the show. What's up, Hex Wizard? Welcome to the show. Never seen either of you before. Wild Eshe says, myself and like 6 other community members are going to Bitcoin Beach in El Salvador to talk to people about Pulse-Chain. Gonna be wild. Fuck yeah. That sounds amazing. Good luck to you. When are you going? Like, you leaving? Are you leaving tomorrow? That does sound wild. That's gonna be great. Yeah. It sounds fun too. It's like, you know. Suzuki's wonderful.com, and you got a kitty. You gotta take the kitty. I'm gonna hide in your luggage. That means a lot. It's been hard lately. Not a lot of people coming out to volunteer. We are working on getting more folks out this weekend. Hopefully we'll leave for 8. I'll leave for 8 days. It's a Pulse-Chain reality show. Nice. You guys gonna film the whole thing, right? You gonna live stream? You gonna live stream from there, right? Got a live stream. Realistic 2045 crypto predictions. That's, I don't know. Okay. Oh, these fucking Trump insiders. Fucking, I don't care. What comes next for oil? 150 or 50? Well, if we're going in, it's going up, right? It's going up, man. At least 120, at least back where it was. It's over for crypto. Wait, what the fuck is this? Where are we at? You want me to watch that? Hope you win. So some people are calling for... Oh, that's an old post. Whale has opened a $17.5 million oil short position and is already down $1.5 million. Liquidation price $139. Damn. Big pump today and tomorrow for BTC, someone's saying. We don't see that yet. Yep. Hey, Grok, what price will oil hit if the U.S. and Iran make a peace deal this week? That's old, dude. We ain't making a peace deal. Trump just signs executive. No, it's old too, dude. Can I get latest? What do we got latest here? Okay. Let's see what's going on. ProveX. See if anybody's in the chat here. Yeah, this is the quietest I've seen it. Nobody's. I mean, Famous is doing an East Space. We can go check it out, but next 48 hours could shake markets hard right now. Oh man, hinting at potential strikes, key energy routes. That's what they're doing.
With Bitcoin really is to look at, with crypto really is to look at the banks, and you know, we think it's, you know, banks are perfectly able to serve crypto customers as long as they understand and can manage the risks, and it's safe and sound. As many of our, a good number of our banks that we regulate and supervise do that. You know, the threshold has been a little higher for banks engaging in our role.
Okay. Look, man, when this gets sorted, just to the point where markets just have a little bit more confidence in the sense that it's a little more certain about what's happening, even if what's happening is bad, this reversal is going to be historic, okay? And I have no doubt that Richard Hart is preparing for that. That's probably why he's dropped everybody the HEX token, EHEX, and I'm guessing that's him, right? And he knows the turn is coming. Okay. So we see anything else here? So what are they talking about? Just breaking. Bitcoin collapses 64. U.S. stocks have opened down with oil gapping up. Yeah, that's pretty much what we covered. Futures are bad. U.S. military troops are being deployed. They are. We watched those. Man, the video of the stripper. Yeah. Team just timed good guidance. Crypto's about to explode. Let's go. Yeah, I'll have to be using AI soon. Caddy. Brad Garlinghouse. Let's see what Richard Hart. What's his? Uh-oh. Sorry to show and run. A few know about this reality show, and I think it's going to be some great content. Thanks for your consistency and holding down the fort. Same with Vision. You got it. Wild S. Good luck to you. I think it's going to go really good. I can't wait to watch the live streams. Let's see it. All right, let's take a look. Let's see what Richard Hart is doing. Richard.
Me is going to have made higher returns than you, and I want you to remember this day for the rest of your life. Everyone that you just said is going to get wrecked and something that's going to go to zero is going to outperform your lifetime portfolio gains. So you think you're smart, and everyone dumber than you is going to outperform you. And I want you to remember today, because I told it to you. The more
Cabana,
successful,
thank you
bigger
for
dick
having
guy
me.
told you.
It's a classic.
In 5 years, everyone listening to me is going to have made higher returns than you. And I want you to remember this day for the rest of your life.
Okay, so you guys know this video was from, I believe it was July or August of 2021. So 5 years from this video would be July or August of 2026, this summer. So he still has time to make this prediction come true. There's still time, all right? No, there's still time, Ink, for the win. There's still time, man. He's got to pull it off by, I think it's July of this year, and he's golden. Tea Time, we covered it earlier. We went through all the posts about the HEX airdrop. Just scroll back. You'll probably see it in there. But I'll see if we see something else new about it. Richard. What's going on, Richard? Moon King's been pretty hard on Richard Hart. And the thing is, you know, Richard can reverse things suddenly and very quickly. And, you know, he'll become the man overnight again, right? That's Richard saying for getting his investors to hold and not sell. It 100% matters. It always has and always will. Everything from Tesla to gold and everything lower and higher is rated off market cap and its value. That's just, I don't know what they're talking about. Okay, these guys are chatting away. Chill Gates. Tonight is the last night I'll be replying to Richard Hart's habitual dick writers. Interacting with these people literally makes me feel dumber every time I do it, and they've been wrong about literally everything. This post isn't about the large majority of you. There's just a select few who have this dick so far down the throat it's impossible for them to be objective. Oh my God. Right, he was like Chill Gates. Now he's Mr. Fud Gates. We got Mr. Fud Gates. Should I put that in? Okay. I agree that market cap isn't a vanity metric. Market cap is not a vanity metric. It's a real thing. I never saw that as a. I do agree with B. Grooves. RH has been gaslighting everyone with them tweets. He's doing a good job gaslighting everybody. No doubt about that, man. Very good job gaslighting. He is the gaslight king. Richard Hart is the gaslight fucking king. King No Name. We moved on to a new and better L1. Okay, the Shillers are back. Ink for Shill Gates is only here because Hexologist pays him to be here. Is that true? I don't know how this system works. Hexologist pays Shill Gates? The news to me. Where are we at? Okay. Breaking rumor. ProveX appears to be live. Okay, no, those are all Richard Hart. All right, I'll go back. Why doesn't? Let me just go to this thing. All right, let's go really quick. See what's going on. GoHex.com 2.0 just released. Multiple wallet support, faster, smoother. Oh yeah, I kind of missed this. I should have covered it. And check it out. Maybe I'll cover it this week. So much is happening, right? I'm covering Iran. Like I told you guys, I was listening to earlier. All last night, I was listening to like Ben Davidson, man. Ben Davidson. It's really interesting stuff. Talks very similar like Archaics. A lot of the interesting stuff. And the Phoenix phenomenon that's coming. The poles are weakening, the magnetic poles, right? This one was gaslighting on steroids, right? Richard said, I was here when Bitcoin dropped 95%, and I was here when Ethereum dropped 95%. They went on to make new all-time highs again and went. Look, they did drop, but they were only down for like the bottoms were just like a few months. You can't really compare. It's like master gaslighting. Oh man. We're back. Why? Why would you say that? Oh man. All right. Prices down. Yep, lots of prices are down. Oh, what's this? The EU is voting to harm its citizens tomorrow. If you're in the EU, call and email your MEP now. Yeah, well, I don't think we can control that one. They know what they're doing, man. World Economic Forum 2030. You'll own nothing and be happy, folks. Get used to it. Well, we do own our own coins, though. We got our own coins, so that's good. Mr. Richard Hart. Yes, sir. Poor people collected. Okay. It's becoming dystopian. Whoa. These are the food delivery things in Brickell. Wow. You know how many people just lost their job? Wow. There's a whole army of food delivery. It's cool, though. It really is cool. I mean, we'll just have to find something else to do. Oh, this is the new Pulse Chain mascot. Apparently, Pulse Chain merch will take a week or two to arrive. If you guys can edit, feel free to put me in Pulse Chain merch using my pics. Ah, boy. Are they doing? Is the Simp Parade doing it already? Yep, they're on it. Well, it's good. It's a mascot. She's moving up in the world. Robot Rally. That's right. It's a robot rally. Stop looking at my hex. I like this one, actually. Stop looking at my hex. That's actually pretty funny. I like this one. She opened up Pandora's box, apparently. IDF. Yeah, that's really sad. Oh, this is the clip we just went over earlier.
Are coming in and they're spending
So
their money, and they're just like, it's sad. Like they're like kind of depressed, and they're like.
Robot rally.
Style restrictions. Are you having a laugh?
They're having to put up restrictions.
I think we are. I think the Labor government is having a laugh, Alex. We are literally right.
Australia's in trouble. Have you guys talked to like Coexistence Stephen or Somi talked about it? Are they really out of petrol? Is everyone grounded in their homes without petrol over there? Okay, this is crazy, man. Canada is commanding anyone who owns a gun to turn into the government. 97.5% of people who are registered as gun owners have not shown up to turn their guns in. After October 31st this year, anyone who has to surrender their guns will have the government goons showing up their door to take them by force. Guys, this is scary.
Do the collection.
I mean, I feel for Canada, Fast Abdul, if you're out there.
Summer to deploy RCMP officers.
How can you live in Canada without firearms? Like, I don't understand this. Like, it's a huge country, man. A lot of space.
Go door to door to firearms owners and seize their firearms.
These are additional resources. So these are those who are off duty, those who may be retired.
I just find that very concerning. That
this is crazy, man. Feel for Canada. Video of Trump delivering civilian aid to Iran released. Shot by a resident in Tehran. The video shows systematic destruction of civilian infrastructure. Oh my God. This is fucking crazy, man. This This is crazy. Guys, Trump is just the face man. You see, the way it works is they always want to pin it on somebody in history. So, for example, 50 years later, they'll look back and say it was Trump. It was that guy Stalin. But it wasn't even fucking Stalin. It was his cabinet that did everything. Same thing, Trump. It's not him, man. Okay? He's literally got a gun to his head. You know, look what happened to Abraham Lincoln or Kennedy or anyone who doesn't listen. You know, they're gone, dude. They get taken out. Okay? And he's got kids and stuff. What's he going to do? He can't say no. He's just got to go. And you can see it in him. You can see why he's so broken. Because he's got to do it. That's it. Another thing I wanted to talk to you about, I know it's getting late. I'm going to do a live video on this. How did we get to 3 hours already? How does that happen? The bunkers. I'm going to talk to you guys about the bunkers. Not now, though. But that's what they're holding over people. Okay? They're telling these people it's the end of the world is coming, Armageddon. And if you don't go along with our plan, we're not going to give you a ticket for you and your kids into one of the bunkers. They got these giant underground bases, okay? And I'm going to do a deep dive into this, you know. Now, obviously, some really rich people have their own, but there's giant military infrastructures underground, you know, in Denver, in maybe Ozarks, probably mostly in Denver, I'm guessing. Maybe a few in different places, Virginia, Denver. I think Virginia has some high areas, and there's the Ozarks too. But they have they can fit hundreds of thousands of people. But what they do, you're wondering, a lot of people are going along, is because they give you, your politician can't afford to go in there, or Eric Kirk or whatever. They can't build their own, so they tell you to go along with it so you can get into the bunker, you and your kids. Okay, can get in there. That's why a lot of these people are literally zombies, just going along with it, you know. Dude, I'm not gaslighting and defending Trump. I'm saying it doesn't matter what president it is. You know, you think Biden was doing anything? No, dude, it wasn't him. It was the cabinet. You think I'm defending Biden? No, I'm just letting you know how the system works, dude. You think when I talked about Stalin, I wasn't defending Stalin. I'm just letting you know it's this cabinet around them. And the reason they have a person to pin it on is well, for that reason. So they have someone they can pin it on. Like Biden did this and Trump did this. And really, they don't really have any control, man. They're just puppets. King O No Name. What's your name? King O No Name. 1495, you know. And, well, I don't know, Farlutines. You'd rather die, but you got to think you got 3 kids and a wife and a grandma. You know, you're not thinking about you, man. You're thinking about protecting people you care about. You know, hey, man, I got to get my kids into the bunker. And you know, I don't know if Armageddon's coming or not, but that's the thing they're spreading in the political circles and everything, right? So nobody wants to get left out. It's not about, once again, it's not about you. It's about, remember, they all got families and stuff, right? So everyone's thinking about, I got to save my family. Anyway, I'll do a deeper dive into that. We're 3 hours in. We got to wrap it up.
Persia is not part of the greater Israel project. Well, the reason why is, if they want all this territory, their main enemy is not Syria, that's been destroyed. It's not Iraq.
Yo, what's up, Artie Runner?
It's not Saudi Arabia, it's too weak. Not Jordan, it's too weak. Not Egypt, it's too weak. Not Lebanon, it's too weak, okay? Their main enemy is the American Empire.
Oh, Glenn, what's up, man? You're letting us know what's going on in Australia. Diesel's gone from 190 to 390. You're not stuck in your home. Some fuel stations are run out of fuel, but people are also panic buying. Okay, cool, man. Thanks for the update.
Okay? In the Greater Israel Project, it's the Americans that control the land of Greater Israel, the Middle East. These are American bases. So, in other words, you use this war against Iran to destroy the American Empire. How? By forcing the American Empire to go and invade Iran.
Yeah, it's like not good. Not a good situation. So anyway, I hope prayers for everybody involved, especially all the civilians. This is a horrible scenario. War is horrific. This is an absolutely horrific situation and scenario. You know what I mean? I haven't heard his accent of the professor. Like when I was a kid, haven't drowned. You're right, I forgot most haven't drowned and died and experienced Canada, and it's been communist for the last 20 years. Yeah, it seems like Canada's kind of like going that way. This survives. We have to give a watch back tonight. Cool, brother, man. Yeah, we covered a lot of cool stuff, so definitely check out this video. It like flew by. I don't know how we got to 3 hours, so we must have been good. Actually, we had some really good moments in here. We had some good talk. Some guy named what was his name? Ashley joined for a little bit. It was good, man. We had a good talk. Really inspiring. A decent sized ribeye steak in Canada costs over $28. Okay, that's like twice what it is here in Czech Republic. I can get like a good, like a really big steak for like $15. Look at the EX chart. Climb. Now it's up 30. Okay, let's go look really quick. But man, this is a horrific situation. I know. ProveX still coming down. Okay, hard. Let's go look at that EX. Yeah, what's going on in Lebanon, Syria, Persia, Israel? This is a horrifying situation, continuously building. Okay, great. It's pumping. Okay, good. That's what I was saying. It looks fantastic. Where are we at? We're at 0.0006. Wow. This is a lockout move, man. Look at that. Are you a full-time trader, or are you doing other shit on the side? I'm doing a lot of stuff, man. I got quite a few things going on. Climb 30%. New week alert. If we can get above like another, if we can get above 0.0067 and hold and close above there, this would be awesome. I mean, this is a pretty big God candle up. I'm guessing we're going to pull back, but if we just keep popping a little bit higher, we're going to be good. Yo, what's happening, HEX? A lot happened. Oh, shit. Sorry, guys. A lot happened this stream, so definitely go back and watch it. We got pretty deep, okay? And we got really deep, man. We covered a lot of stuff, okay? EX looking great, man. Is it back? Yeah, it's on now, okay. Sorry about that. What do I got to say, man? Wild Eshe was here. They're going to live stream from Ecuador. No, El Salvador, sorry. Oil, crude is still going up. Okay, this is real, man. Yeah, they are, full ground invasion is happening, okay? Yeah, we're looking at this. Fuck, dude. It's very bullish, man. It's going to pump. Yeah, we got problems. They're trying to hype a new COVID strain. Oh, I saw that. I caught it in the blink of an eye. I didn't want to open up the can of worms. Somebody was saying a new strain is breaking out over the U.S. Is that what's going on? There's a new strain of the zombie apocalypse coming. Let me see what I can find here. Zombie Apocalypse Part 2. Crazy. A new heavily mutated COVID variant has been detected in 25 states. Could just be adding fear to the thing. Is that really something we need to worry about? The housing bubble is bursting. Remember I called COVID from 4 cases and I live streamed the whole breakout in China? Well, I'm 9 so we're about to see a new super virus and I don't want to spread FUD, but I think it's already here. Oh, fuck. Okay, let me go to this really quick. I'm not doing a 24-hour stream. I don't know how much of this is real. It was planned. So, a new mutated strain has been detected in 25 states and 3 U.S. airports. You cannot hate the media enough. white plague is on the rise in the U.S. It's deadlier than COVID and is becoming antibiotic resistance. Guys, you got to fill me in. I'm not in the U.S. What's going on? Are people getting sick around you? Is that a real thing? I mean, if it is, then pray. This is not good. I don't want to go down this like fear thing, but we need to assess things clearly and be smart going forward. They're saying it's heavily mutated strain. You gotta fact check it. Is this for real? They're gonna bring it all at one time. It looks like everything's coming at one time. They tried meningitis crap in the UK. Hundreds of studies not confirmed. Okay, we know it's not good. Do you guys trust Crypto BitLord? I know he gets a lot of hype. I don't know that much about him, but he's saying he's trying to confirm that there is some super strain coming in the U.S. already detected. The SPARS pandemic. What is that? I mean, look, there's a lot of vulnerable people in the world, man, and my heart goes out to everybody right now in that area, Persia, Israel, Syria, Lebanon. It's horrific what's happening, man. I saw a building get bombed and like a little kid hanging out, a broken building busted up. And like they're planning to send troops in to fucking Iran. That's insane. It's like one of the most fortified countries in the world. So my prayers go out to everybody, especially vulnerable kids and stuff. A lot of kids out there, man. And, if there is some super strain coming or in the U.S., all I can say is, protect your family, make sure your kids are safe, Don't let them go to school if you don't have to. Keep them at home until you figure out what's going on. Because it's one thing if you get sick or I get sick. It's one thing if, like, little kids get sick, man. That's, like, nightmarish, right? You don't want to watch, like, little kids hurting and stuff, right? We can take care of ourselves. We're strong, But remember to always take care of people who are vulnerable. And your mom, how's your mom? She's old? Is she okay? Make sure your mom's okay. That's what matters right now. It's always going to look, as this stuff starts up, it's going to look the scariest, but it is what it is, man. This is the cross that we carry for being born in the times we are. Remember people wearing this shit? We lived through this, and it's not over. This is our cross to bear, man. Okay, and we got to bear it. We got to carry it. Yep, and we are going to do it. We're going to get through it. All right, and stuff's ready to go up. We're going to ride that up too. Why? Because we want to make sure that we are as wealthy as we can be so that we can protect as many people as we can. We can support our families and take care of them. So we're going to make the best of whatever situations come our way. All right? So we're going to keep clear-minded about all this. A lot of kids got the vax are coming up with lung cancers. Tons. Really? Is that a rumor or is that for real? I haven't had time to look in too much, but I do see some of that stuff popping up, and it's sad, man. It's kind of interesting where I moved to, because I came here during zombie, and people don't trust the government. They've been through communism and they've been through authoritarian regimes. You know, whether it's in Albania, I was in Albania here. I think in the West, in the Anglosphere, y'all still trust your government, man. But they're not your friend. They're not your friend. You know, they're incentivized by different things than you are, and you gotta keep that in mind. You know, they filled skate parks with sand so kids couldn't skate. What a whack time, man. What a whack time that was, huh? Uncertainty index is climbing higher than zombie, higher than 9/11. Okay, so this is all it is. I want you to just bear this in mind, though it's quite scary at these spikes. Remember when zombie apocalypse began? Here's a spike here. Okay, this is uncertainty, but the world didn't end. You know, bad things happened. We had to deal with it. Okay, and we protected everybody that was important. Hope you did, and it recovered. And once people understood we were in it, we got at trying to make the most of it. You know, and same thing's going to happen again. This is climbing. This will peak at some point, and it'll reverse. And you know, with it, we got to get back to work and ride those markets and make the best moves we can. All right. So don't get lost in this. It is what it is. My brother lost his smell and his wife MS now and tremors. Oh, I'm sorry, bro. All my family got the jab. Oh, shit. I'm sorry. And they were all having complications. My mom just had cancer surgery on her breast last week. I'm sorry to hear that, man. I just hope people don't fall for it again. Well, I hope so too. I hope people don't give it to kids. That's what pissed me off the most. But you do what you can to protect the people that are dear to you. And remember, you can only control the things you can control. Other things, you got to leave it to God. You know? You got to have grace. Do the best you can with what you can. People are still getting, yeah, you know, it's okay, man. People got to do their own thing. Unfortunate, brother. Remedies for every day. Pulse of the chain. Can't wait till this shit works out. For real. For real. So, yeah. Remember, this was uncertainty. And uncertainty is when markets are the worst. But that's actually your opportunity as well. Okay? And so you see, once again, this COVID spike. That was your opportunity. That was the scariest. Same thing is about to happen now. Okay? May get opportunities of a lifetime in the midst of all this madness. But just keep a clear head about you. We don't know how it's going to play out. It's going to play out. But we don't know how. But we're going to try to manage it the best we can. You know, we're going to ride it. Hey, I got disowned too, man. I didn't take it. And everyone I know got it. Family and people hated me, man. I got a lot of shit for it, okay? One of the reasons I left, I was kind of disowned. Like, people looked at me like I was like a irresponsible piece of trash for not getting the fucking jab, man. I just left the U.S. I'm like, I'm out of here, man. And I'm glad I made that decision. It was good for me. But here we are. What am I looking at? What is this? Wait. Oh no, okay. That's okay. Talk about a distraction. I'm sorry, fam. I tried to warm everyone. Tony Severino. Everyone wants to talk about. Tony's pretty badass. Okay, I've actually talked to him before. He saw like one of my charts. We were like talking. Yeah. It's going down. I don't know. I still think my call of 39K. I'm gonna stand by it, man. I like my 39K number. Okay, I'm gonna stand by that. Let's see. I don't know where it's going to go. Let's put it out there. I like that number. Okay.
Across the US, and it may be able to evade protection from current vaccines. The
Oh.
variant known as
Oh, they just want you to get more shots. I get where this is going.
BA.3.2 has been detected in nasal swabs taken from 4 American travelers and clinical samples from 5 patients in 4 unidentified states. It's also been found in 3 aeroplane wastewater samples and 132 wastewater samples taken in more than 20 states, suggesting that its reach could be more widespread than currently thought. BA.3.2 was first detected in South Africa in 2024 and in the US in June 2025 in a traveller from the Netherlands. The variant began really surging in September 2025 and has since been reported in 23 countries. BA.3.2 has been found in these states, and the consequences of this evasive variant largely remain to be seen. The new strain could warrant updating current vaccines, which only target JN1 subvariants, the dominant COVID variant in 2024, and provide protection against predominant US variants. There have been more than 3,600 COVID deaths so far this year, the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention data shows. However, COVID deaths have fallen since last year, as have positive COVID tests and emergency room visits for infection.
That's COVID deaths. They're not calculating. Well, whatever. SMO Spider, Kellyanne Pope, I feel you. Your entire family. It was the hardest thing, man, because my brother's got like little kids and stuff, and they're really into vaccines and stuff. And wonderful kids, 3 kids, little kids, and they jabbed them all. And I hope it works out fine. It's in batches, right? Like apparently there was like some batches that are purposely worse, some better. And it's hard. It's hard, because you can't. I'm not the kind who jumps in and, like frantic, like you can't do it. I know. It was tough watching it happen, man. It was tough. Some people didn't want me around because I didn't have the vax in America. You know what I mean? Like they didn't want me around. They're like, oh, you don't have it. Oh, maybe you can't come over, or we have to keep the kids away from you, or we have to keep certain people. Like, that was also hard too. I got made to feel like a psychopath, persona non grata, because I didn't have the vax. So I was some like fucking rogue infector of everybody because I didn't have the vaccine. And it was also triply hard because all these people, this is going back to like 2016 now, I didn't vote for Hillary Clinton. And I remember like, I was just like, I didn't vote for her. Like I got attacked by these same people. So it was like, once the COVID thing and I went through that again, I was exhausted. I was like, I can't do this, man. I'm too different from all these people. Bullshit. Some batches were blank, yeah. So all right, everybody. What an awesome stream tonight. You guys are absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for the reshares and the super chats once again. Appreciate it. The Ricky Reyes project, man, really appreciate the super chat. Everyone, thank you so much for the likes and the support. Members, I'm going to do a TA video. I might even do one tomorrow. Definitely Tuesday, of course, as normal. And everybody else, if you want, just click down below to join. The cost is buying me a beer. That's it. It's pretty inexpensive. It's nothing. $6.99, and you get request videos. We do them a couple times a week. Links are at the top. And if you want to get to know me, go to Mr. St. Wolf on Instagram, and that's where I will drop alpha when we get bullish as well. So Mr. St. Wolf on Instagram. Go to Mr. St. Wolf on Instagram. And in the meantime, I wish you guys all well. Once again, give some prayers out for all the vulnerable people in the world. It's definitely crazy times we're going into, but we're going to get through it. We're going to be good, all right? And I'll see you guys Tuesday night. We'll see you soon. Not everybody. Sparkle teeth. Yeah. What a tribe we got, huh? What a tribe. I love you guys.